boy. Oh boy. Let's get it. Let's go live. Let's go. We're in the semi-finals, baby. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, my goodness me, we are here for some semi-finals action. It is the Parramatta Squeals going up against the Canberra Faders. I tell you what, this is going to be an interesting game here. Obviously, I do have my belief in regards to this game, and I'm pretty confident with who I think is going to win. But in the same sense, I've been a bit of a muppet recently anyway, so with my tipping. So this whole year's kind of been a bit of a muppet tipping, to be completely honest with you. However, this is going to be a good game. Hopefully it's a good game. It's a knockout final. We've only got 2 weeks to go now to the grand final this weekend, next weekend, and then boomski, one of the teams out of the last 6 will be the grand final winners. Now, guys, obviously today, Parramatta versus Canberra. Actually, let's go through the last time these two teams played, actually. Let's go and check out the last time these two teams played. And then we're going to get to the team lists. We've got about quite a while until the game does start off here, guys. So we've got plenty of time to chat away about what you are thinking about the game. I want to see what you guys are saying about the game. Without your damn well bias. So you're going to give me a bias. Of course you are. But the last time these two teams played, the Parramatta Eels beat the Raiders 28-20. And then last year, the Raiders actually beat them 12-10. It's actually very 50-50. Oh, actually, besides that last win in 2021, Eels got a bit of the wood over the old Canberra Raiders. Tell you that right now. But overall, yeah, look, it's going to be... I could see a world where Parramatta win this 13+. And I could see a world where Parramatta win 1-12. And I could see a world where Raiders win 1-12. I don't think Raiders win by a big margin. But I do see, a little bit just where it could happen that way. But let's go have a look at the team. I'll live see before we do get into the chat, guys. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Let's see if we get 150 likes in this one. We got, it's NRL semi-finals. We will hit 100. Let's see if we can get to 150 on this live stream. I reckon we can do it. So hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. We're on our way to 20k now. We're nearly at 19,200. Let's go and get it. But alrighty, Bailey Simonson and Nathan Brown. Bailey Simonson comes in for the Parramatta Eels. Nathan Brown goes out. Clinton Queen Gutho goes in as the fullback with Mike Garcivo Dosoviti on the wing there alongside Wonga Blake. You got Will Penasini and Tommy Opacek in the centres with Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses in the halves. Reed Campbell-Gillard, he's a front rower alongside Junior Paulo with Reed Marty in the number 9. Sean Lane, Isaiah Babali'i back row, and then Marata Niokore is the lock. Ryan Madison, Makahesi Makutoa, Jake Arthur, and Oregon Kafusi is the interchange with Bailey Simonson as the 18th man replacement. So not many changes there, and obviously the big in is Mitchell Moses. Obviously he nearly was missing into this game today because of the fact that he had a concussion last week, but as we know, they... helps him get back in there. Ryan Sutton for the Raiders. He comes in with Adam Elliott going out. Unfortunately, his season is done. But then again, his teammate's season might be done tonight too. So, we'll see how that one goes anyway. Xavier Savage, he's the fullback with Nick Cottridge and Jordan Jababa. Kind of speaking to English right now. Jordan Rapana as the wingers. Matty Tomoko and Sebastian Chris in the centres. A great centre pairing there with Jack Whiten and Jamal Flogerty in the halves. Josh Papali'i and Joseph Tarpanay in the front row forwards. That's an unbelievable front row pairing. And Zach Wolford in the number 9. Don't think he has the same kind of boost that Tommy Starling does, but in the same sense, I understand why Tom Starling is just being really force-fed that bench role. 14. Hudson Young and Elliot Whitehead is the back row with Corey Horsburgh into the lock. Corey Hatamuranara, Tom Starling, Emre Gula, and Ryan Sutton is the interchange with Albert Hopewade as the 18th man replacement. So that's the 2-team lives here today, guys. Yeah, geez, my tips have been all over the shop lately. I did tip the Eels, and I'm pretty confident with the Eels. I don't know what it is. I shouldn't be confident. This team always loses in the second week. Ricky Stewart's never not gotten to the prelims as coach when he's in the finals, and Brad Arthur has never gotten past the semi-finals as coach. So it kind of is a recipe for a disaster here for Parramatta. However, Parramatta at home here. If it's in Canberra, I think it might be different. I know the Raiders beat Storm last week. I think that Storm team was kind of just waiting to be knocked out. I think that even if they had won that game, to be fair, they have a good record against the Eels in the finals, but overall, I feel like the Storm we just knew was an impending knockout there. The Raiders did that. They looked pretty good last week. However, I just get that feeling tonight that the Eels are going to give that real bounce back feel. They are a really good team, and people are underestimating them based on the fact that they lost last week. They lost to the Panthers, guys. The team that's probably going to win the premiership, won the premiership last year, was ridiculously good all season, and it was a fresh Nathan Cleary, a fresh Penrith Panthers, and I feel scared for whoever has to play them next week between the Sharkies and the Rabbitohs, who is on obviously tomorrow, because it's going to be an incredibly difficult ask for either of those teams to get the job done in that one. I've got Parramatta here. I could see a well where it's 13+. I could see a well where it's 13+, but I'm going to give the Raiders some due credit, and I'll go the Eels by 8. I'll go the Eels by 8 here and say that they get a win. It's close. It's good. I'd rather it be close. I'd rather it be a 1-point game. I think that'd be awesome. We've seen some crazy finals so far as well, so it'd be great to see those finals from last week get transitioned over to this week. But like I said, Eels at CommBank might be a bit of a different story here for the Canberra Raiders. They need to obviously... Do you want the Raiders to be leading at halftime or not leading at halftime? Because they're known as the Faders for a reason. But in the same sense, you still just want to be leading. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard. It's like the Titans. The Titans, I never really want them to be leading by a big margin at halftime because they always seem to just throw it away. Broncos, Raiders game this year. And if they're down by big, then they come out. We're not going to talk about the Titans, even though they're still in the comp there in the prelim next week. But guys, like I said, hit that thumbs up button. Bang. Subscribe if you are new around here. And let me know your predictions in regards to the game today. Let's move this across here. Also, big game tonight. My Geelong boys, I'll be able to watch the fourth quarter after this game finishes. I'll be able to watch the Geelong Cats versus Geelong Cats versus Brisbane Lions. Fourth quarter. So my stepdad is actually a Brisbane Lions fan. My mum's ex-partner, he was the Geelong fan that got me into Geelong. But my mum's partner right now is actually a Brisbane Lions fan. So me going up against him tonight. I wish I could be streaming it, but obviously this is mainly Rugby League channel, so there's no point me, canning this game off to do that, even though I'm filthy nervous about, you guys are going to be updating me about Geelong all night, I know it. And then I'll have to tune in, and hopefully the Cats are already up by 40. We go to the grand final next week, which we will stream. And also, we'll be streaming Swans versus Collingwood tomorrow, guys, because there's no other sports on, so I may as well get some AFL content out there. Ben Barrick Extra says, up at Raiders. iRocky one day says, boom, boom, clap, get around the Raiders. Shink says, yo, how's it going? Mate, it's going, that's for sure. Yemen says, para. Blake says, para. Jay Hayes getting around the Raiders smash. Ben says, up at Eels. Copper says, got a throbber for Raiders tonight. You got a throbber for Raiders. I think you should see someone about that one, Chairman. I think you should see someone about that. TSM says, Raiders 15-14, win by a field goal. That would be crazy. If the Raiders continue this, you got to remember, 5 months ago, back at the start of the season, everyone was saying, including myself, that Ricky Stewart is done. Everyone was saying that Ricky Stewart just isn't up to the task. He was looking poor. They were looking really bad as a team. Last season, the way they finished off and missed the 8, I really think that by the Broncos' capitulation has really saved Ricky's bacon here, because it would have been another season of missing the finals if Ricky Stewart hadn't been able to force the Broncos' capitulation. But in the same sense, it's really, there's a rejuvenation about the team and a rejuvenation about him as a coach. And I'm starting to see people now saying, oh yeah, laughing at all the people who said it back then. Guys, hindsight's a great thing. Like, hindsight, it's crazy how many people don't realise what hindsight is. Back at the beginning of the season, the Raiders were not playing well, and they really were poor. And last season, they transitioned from last season to this season and looked worse at the beginning. They actually looked like they could get the wooden spoon the first couple of weeks of the season. The same thing is with the Cowboys. You are allowed to pre-season think that because there was warranted belief in that. They've turned it around, just like Ricky Stewart's turned it around here as well. So, it just is hindsight, guys. I get it. I understand. It's funny to look back on now. But the fact of the matter is that it's okay to have thought what you thought back then. G. Ransville says, Braves for days. Brian Roberts says, what's all this drama coming out of the Eels camp? I think it's bullshit, man. I think it's just the media, putting some nonsense out. It could be right. Like, they could be obviously having a go because Jake Arthur keeps getting selected in the team and he's just simply not good enough. And Brad Arthur's the coach, his dad. So, it makes sense that maybe some people are a little bit ticked off with that. But overall, I think it's just a media fire up here to create some more pressure on Parramatta. And Parramatta have never been good with the pressure. They really bottle it under the pressure. I think they'll be able to get it done today, but they are known for this week being the one they get knocked out in. They never get past week 2. It just doesn't happen. Last year, they got knocked out by the Panthers, 2021. They got knocked out in week 2 as well by the Storm. No, Storm was 2019. No, the Storm 2019 or 2018 when they beat 58-0 the Broncos and then went down to Melbourne and got beaten like 38-0 there. They're always known. They're always known for that second week capitulation. So that's what we're going to be potentially seeing tonight. I feel like they win, though. I do. I really do feel like they win. Josh says, up at Geelong. UFC Underfans' kickoff is 40 minutes away. It's actually longer. It'll probably be about, well, when we started up, it was 50 minutes away. We start up early so we can chat away about it. We've got plenty of time. It'll fly by and the game will get started. But this is just us kind of kicking back and talking about the game until it actually starts up. Dasmate says Reed Marnie's last game as an Eel. Potentially. Obviously, Reed Marnie is going to the Bulldogs next year. A big signing for them. Jerry Marshall-King has gone to the Dolphins. But you'd say, even though Jerry Marshall-King had a great season this year for me, I think that Reed Marnie is still definitely a step up. And the Bulldogs will absolutely love getting Reed Marnie next year. Nopolis is up the Raiders. Mike says Raiders have looked amazing lately. I would not go as far to say looking amazing. I'd say they looked pretty decent. I'd say they looked really good against the Storm. The Tigers game was the Tigers. Let's go back against the last couple of games here for the Raiders. Let's go have a look here at the last couple of games of the Raiders to see kind of what their form is like, because I just don't get that amazing feeling. They played well against the Storm, though, is what I'll say. They played well against the Storm. You have to down there in Melbourne. I'm not looking at that Tigers game. They get pumped by everybody. They beat Manly, who weren't playing for anything in that part of the season, and obviously the Raiders were desperately trying to run it home. They did not look good against the Knights. And the Knights are not great, right? But they did get the win. They actually had to come back against the Knights to win that game. It was not a fantastic performance there by the Raiders by any means. But overall, you should still look at the fact that they won those last three on the trot. Before that, they took down the Dragons 24-22 in a game that also wasn't that greatly impressive. And lost 26-6 to the Panthers at GIO Stadium. Before that, beat the Titans 36-24. High scoring game there, got 24 points to us. And before that, 26-14 against the Warriors. So, you'll take it. You'll take their end of season form. But there is still a bit of context that has to be included here. They didn't really take on a top 8 team. When they did take on a top 8 team, they got beaten pretty badly by the Panthers there. Tommy says, no, it's 40 hours away. Slubber says, Eels by 1 at the 100th minute of extra time. I don't think this game's going to go that long. I don't see... I could see maybe an extra timer. I could, because considering the way the finals have gone so far, we could see it. That Sharks-Cowboys game was just phenomenal. That Raiders-Storm game was just phenomenal. And the Roosters-Rabbitohs game was just phenomenal. And I think if it wasn't for the fact that all those sin bins, and if it wasn't for the fact that there was injured players throughout the entire game due to the physicality of it, we definitely could have been seeing an extra timer there. But obviously the Roosters just got too tired in the end. And fair enough, really. Fair enough. G. Rainsfield says Raiders' defence is too strong. Raiders' defence is pretty good. You can't complain with the Raiders' defence, that's for sure. Den41 says, so good to see the Titans at the top of the ladder. Fantastic, isn't it? It really is nice. It really is brilliant. Hopefully they transition next year into being top of the ladder again. Travis says, plenty of Raiders fans up at the ground. Well, you'd assume so. It's not too far from Canberra. It's like a 2-3 hour drive, maybe. 2-3 hour drive. I did a 7-hour buddy drive to Newcastle this year, and then 7 hours back, 14-hour round trip. So there's a 6-hour. Maximum. Mine was a 14-hour, and my team's not in the semi-finals. So, you'd expect them to drive. I wouldn't care where they played. If the Titans were in this game right now, I don't care where they played it. If they played it in Timbuktu, if they played it in that little island off the coast of India where the people, they don't even know, they haven't even seen, what's it called? I can't even think of it. But the population off the coast of India that's never seen real life and they're still stuck on their island, I'd go there if I had to. I'd travel there. They might throw spheres at me like they do to everyone else, but I'm just saying, I'd still go there. I'd just have to do it. It's only 3 hours, bro. Chink says, what remaining team do you think has the best possible chance to stop Penrith? Obviously unlikely to happen because Penrith is Penrith. I would say Parramatta, and that's a weird thing to say considering. I would say Parramatta. They obviously beat them twice this year before getting to the finals. I don't think Parramatta will beat Penrith for just to clarify. And obviously I think that Panthers do win the comp. But I say that out of the Cowboys, you've got to also consider Sharks Rabbitohs, but I don't actually give Sharks Rabbitohs a chance next week against them. But I do think that if I'm going to consider the Cowboys, the Raiders, and the Eels, I do genuinely think the Eels have the best chance. The Raiders have no chance for me to beat the Panthers in the grand final. They need to beg and plead the Sharks or Rabbitohs beat them. If the Sharks beat them, then the Raiders have a good chance if they were able to get past the Eels and the Cowboys. If the Rabbitohs beat them, I still think the Rabbitohs would have a bit too much pace for the Raiders, but their defense is good, but I still think they'd be able to get that job done with the Rabbitohs. So I think the Raiders' only opportunity on that side of the draw is the Sharks. I still have the Sharks to win, but it would be a very, very fierce game because these two teams don't really like each other based on the Mick Ennis clap, obviously, and a lot of the kind of previous history there. I don't really see the Cowboys being able to beat the Panthers because they lost 22-0 to them, when they had full teams this year. That's a pretty bold scoreline, 0 and 22. It means they did not score anything and still conceded over 20 points. that is a bold scoreline. It was in Penrith, obviously. It would be at a core stadium for the grand final, but I just don't necessarily see the Cowboys being able to overturn such a drastic margin there. If it was like a 14-10 or an 18-8, at least score 10 points there, or even score a try. I would have been like, okay, maybe the Cowboys could do it, but they didn't score a single try. So I just don't know if the Cowboys can beat Panthers. I think they can beat the Sharks, and I think they can beat the Rabbitohs, but they did still make it hard to beat the Sharkies there. They were down by 8 with like 6 minutes to go, or 4 minutes to go, and the Rabbitohs would have a lot of pace to them as well. So I think that they really do need to beg and plead the Sharks, Rabbitohs beat Panthers as well, but I guess everyone's doing that regardless. Not bottles is up the Raiders. Timmy Cutter says they should have made the 8 last year, but they argued their draw was against them. They had to play the top 8 more than bottom 8. Everyone has to do that at times. It just is what it is. Yeah, it's part of the game. And also you don't complain. You can't complain about your draw. I think this is the most overrated complaint that I see all the time from people. You can't complain about your draw because to be in the grand final, you have to beat them anyway, right? So if you have a harder draw, you actually have better preparation for the finals. If you're good enough, you'll still make it. If you are good enough to be in the 8, you will still make it regardless of your draw. And if you are good enough to make the 8, you want to play the good teams because you want to be prepared for the finals. What's the point of just walloping down on the Tigers and the Warriors and the Knights and Titans this year? What's the point of walloping down on them when you can play the best and prepare? I just don't understand this thought process from not you necessarily, but just in general. Slow me day. I don't know how when it's finals. Exactly right. Mike says Micah has had time to rest those shoulders. The Playoffs guy says, will you check your long score during the stream? I'm actually got it up there in the corner. I've got the game up there in the corner there. So I've got, I won't be mentioning it too much, but you guys will be updating it anyway in the chat. I know it. Timmy Carter said, did the Sharks, they played like crap against the Knights? Okay, what's your point? They'd already made the 8 too, mind you. G. Ransfield says, Rays to win, big bumper smoking Joe, anytime try scorer, $101 betting the farm. Well, there you go. Don't forget, by the way, guys, if you obviously do want to help in regards to getting to the grand final this year and putting on an amazing vlog alongside Entertain House and whatnot, there is a donation link over there in the pinned comment. Everything that obviously goes there would be massively grateful. But obviously, I'll be still getting out the content regardless, but it would be awesome if you did. Mevita says, there's no doubt in my mind the Titans will stay top of the ladder. They're just too good. They are just that good. Not Bottles is what NFL team do you go for. Buddy, you should be subscribed to BCast Sport USA, my guy. You should be subscribed over there. We did the Chiefs Chargers game today. We'll be doing the Red Zone on Monday morning. Plus, we've also got the Packers Bears game we'll be streaming. And then also the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. So that should be good there. Grace New Zealand says Muppet Island. Sentinel Island, that's the one. Hey, North Sentinel Island, that's the one. If Canberra win, I will donate $20. Rampage says, oh boy, where's the book? He's got his bets out. Get his bets out for the boys. All right. Rampage. Here we go. Let's write it down. So Rampage has got his bet on here. Let's do that one. It's actually quite hot. I actually may wear a singlet. I'm so not used to. We're all not used to summer. I'm not used to summer here. Canberra win for a $20 redo donation. Oh boy. Now we're talking. Bright Robert says the clap from Ennis was just pure brilliance. Oh, it was awesome. Bright Robert says that's right. Dadsmate said if it's Rays Panthers grand final, going to be a repair 2017. I agree. If Rays were able to find their way into the grand final, it would be a bloodbath in that grand final. Let's be honest with you. They've had the most cruisy of ways to get through this final series. They had a pretty easy win over the Eels in the end. Obviously, for the first 60 minutes, the Eels were leading. But then when Mitch Moses went, they had a pretty cruisy end of that game. And then have had a week off, and then we'll take on the Sharks and Cowboys, who have both had long games in the first week. We'll have probably a long game to, not Sharks, Cowboys, Sharks and Rabbitohs, and they'll probably have a long game tomorrow. X Factor comes in with the potential donation, Aruno. Here we go. X Factor, what's he got on today? He has got on Eels 112. I like it, X Factor. I like it. Eels 1-12. He's also got Sivo, Marnie, and Kotrich to score. All right. Sivo. He's got Sivo, Marnie, and Kotrich anytime. I do like that, to be honest with you. Kotrich anytime try scorers, and that would be $250 redues. My dearie me. That would be an NRL donation fund for sure. My gosh. Memphis says, and just when I ask that question, X Factor comes in. Mohammed says, Blaze looking fresh tonight. When's our I don't know what's going on there. Timmy Cars, that's a good bet. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think that's a good bet there. I don't mind that, to be completely honest with you. Rampage, that just makes me now believe that you're not actually being serious by that last comment, to be completely honest with you, my guy. Joe Biden says up the mill, because X Factor is serious. He really does do that. Like, if that wins, he will genuinely send that. So, like, he's done it before. He's done it before. Wilson Bellingham says, hello, Blaze, how was your day? Mate, it was tiring, but we're ready for some finals footy here, that's for sure. We're ready for some finals footy here, that is for sure. We've got about 20 or so minutes, or 30 or so minutes now until kickoff, so keep on shooting through what you think. I really am considering taking this, because I know I'm going to have the old sweat on the armpits there, so I don't really want to have that when I'm celebrating as one of these teams gets knocked out. Oh boy. But yeah, look, obviously the Raiders, they've got good defense. Eels are usually off about 20 point. Rampage, I'm being completely sure I will. Alright, well, we'll chuck it up there, mate. We'll chuck it up there. Oh, I'm watching you, son. I'm watching you. But let's go. Get around it. So we'll go like that. We'll write $500. Alrighty, man. Go Canberra. Go Canberra. Tyron describes my day too. Good, mate. Good. But now you can kick back and watch on as we get an absolutely beautiful game here. Hopefully. We trust you, Rampage, mate. We are trusting you, son. G. Ransel says, get off. Wow. Well, there you go. But don't forget, Eels and Raiders, whoever wins this game tonight, guys, will take on the North Queensland Cowboys next week, whilst the game tomorrow night between the Cronulla Sharks and the South Sydney Rabbitohs is taking on the Penrith Panthers there. Taking on the Penrith Panthers. Wow, gee. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I don't know if that was at me or somebody else. But it kind of just is what it is. Three of us had to move 250 kilogram poles all day. Well, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a bit of a you problem, not a me problem. But I think if the Raiders are going to win this today, they have to have some really good defense. I think they have to really have some good defense. 3 times he had to say it. Oh, I think it was that. Okay, fair enough. Do you think that if Eels lose tonight, do you think Brad Arthur could be gone? That's my question. Because obviously with Brad Arthur, he's on the ropes as it is. Arthur's finals record, 2017 lost the Storm, 2017 lost the Cowboys, 2019 beat the Broncos, and then lost the Storm, 2019 lost the Storm, 2020 lost the Rabbitohs, 2020, beat the Knights 2021, then lost the Panthers 2021, and lost the Panthers 2022. Like... It's a horrible finals record, and it's like, is it rain? No, it's not raining. Sorry, it's just going over a highlight of him back in the day. Sheik says, do you think Wonga Blake would be feeling more pressured under the ball this game because of the eyes on him from dropping the ball a few times last week due to clear his bombs? I would say no. I would say that, I think with Jamal Fogarty coming out and saying that he's going to put the pressure on him, it's like Jamal Fogarty's kicking game is nowhere close to Nathan Cleary's kicking game. Not even close. So for me, I just think that's Fogarty trying to get in his head. But overall, like Fogarty's game is nowhere close to Cleary in that regards. And I think Wonga Blake would have practiced a lot of catches on the high ball today. Brian Roberts says, yeah, you're right. Who replaced him though? I don't know who would replace him. There's not any good coaches out there. There's no way they would put the risk on Michael Maguire. There's no way. I just don't know how long you can continue to go with him if he continues to disappoint on the big stage. It's all well and good to be a quality team in the regular season, but the regular season is just there to put you in a good place for the finals. The regular season is basically a preliminary round as a whole, right? It's basically a preliminary round on the way to the finals so that you know who is the best teams going into the actual tournament. It's like with the FIFA World Cup. You know, the entire world competes for it, but you only see a few teams actually make it. Right, so that's the preliminary rounds getting into the group stage of the World Cup, and this is like it's the preliminary rounds of the regular season in getting to the actual finals. And he just doesn't ever do it. He never gets it done. I don't know why I'm even backing them in today. Tim Carr says they definitely think it's going on behind closed doors of the club. I think it's being over exaggerated. It is what it is. Lucas says, hard to argue to keep him if you go 0-2 this series. Knocked out in straight sets again. Obviously they got knocked out in straight sets last year. No, sorry, they won last year against the Knights and then proceeded to get knocked out in the second week by the Panthers. But they are definitely known as a knocked out in straight sets kind of team. Tommy says, hope Trent Barrett gets the Eels head coach job. Floyd's in his own head. He is. Timmy Carr says Mick Potter. Yeah, Mick Potter's going to... no, he's not, mate. Dasmate says Shane Flanagan. Flano's a shout, but Flano can't leave his commentary gig unless he... Oh, it would be a head coach, so potentially, actually. It's not a bad shout, actually, Shane Flano. Dasmate says, Timmy, he's staying with the Dogs. He's not... oh, yeah, actually, he is. Yeah, you're talking about Mick Potter there. Daniel Bay says, morning, hope it's a good close game. I hope it is too, mate, but I could see a well where Eels win by a decent little bit. Scott Wilson says, Fogarty said he's going to make it harder. The Eels back to Floyd bombs. Like, he can say that all he likes, mate. He can say that all he likes, but overall, I still think that his kicking game comparatively to Cleary is not even close. And, you know, floating bombs, that's fine, but are you going to have the same pressure from the Raiders as the Panthers do with their team? I just don't think so. I think it's just kind of him putting himself out there and big noting himself, and that's fine. You're meant to do that. What Fogarty does is what he's meant to do, but in the same sense, it is still definitely he's not even close to Cleary there. Trav says Joey's saying that Jamal should target Wonga Blake. Yeah, of course he should. He definitely should target Wonga Blake, and he will target Wonga Blake. Mevino says they won against the Bronx in 2019 and lost the following week against Storm. I know, I was at both those games. Aiden Minifer Life says Parramatta to win 1 of 12. Sivo will score 2 and Moses man a match. Good luck, man. Good luck. Joe Biden fan says Whiten should be the one setting the kicks up. He has a massive boot. Yeah. Jamal Fogarty's kicking game is very basic. It's very, very basic. That's why when he left the Titans, I know that people are going to think, oh, well, the Titans made the 8 this year because Fogarty went. It had nothing to do with Fogarty. But he's a very basic kicker. He gets the job done. He is very just, plain sailing. He's not going to do anything crazy. Fogarty's not going to do anything X-factory. Whiten can. Absolutely. And Whiten can kick that ball high and put a bit of a spiral on it and make it tough for Wonga Blake. But overall, we're probably going to see Fogarty take the reins here today. Jacob Arthur would outkick that Muppet Fogarty. I don't know about that. Jacob Arthur getting the ball out in full last week against the Panthers, which was really disappointing. Scott Wilson says there's quite a few Rays fans there. Of course, guys. It's a 3-hour drive. It's a nothing drive. It's not far from Canberra to Parramatta. And guys, it's a knockout semi-final. If you didn't have fans there, then it would be like, what's going on here? Like I said, I would go to North Sentinel Island. I would go to the Amazon if it meant the Titans were here. I don't know why people are surprised that there are a lot of Raiders fans there. Guys, we're in a semi-final. We're in a semi-final. This is a knockout final. Of course you're going to get away fans there. TSM says, who do you think was the best coach this year? Best coach this year? Well, it has to be Toddy Payten. It is no doubt in my mind it's Toddy Payten. Team was predicted 16th, 15th, 14th, and then came third. It was a fantastic season for the Cowboys, and even if they don't win the grand final, it's been an absolutely unbelievable season regardless. You've got to admit when you were wrong, and everyone was wrong. Obviously, Cowboys fans put themselves in the 8. Obviously, there might have been a few people out there who maybe made a bold call, but overall, 95% of people put them as the wooden spooners or bottom 4. So it has to be Toddy Payten for changing that around, especially when his job was on the line at the beginning of the year. Kimberly says, go Parramatta Eels. TSM, that's right. Scott Wilson says, yep, already got that. Medvedev says there's no Jake Carter would do. ZH says, actually, I might change my tip because Clearly got lucky with his kick, so Parra had to win. Clearly got lucky with his kick. Clearly got lucky with his kick? I hope you're not saying Cleary was lucky with his high bombs because that's not true whatsoever. Cleary is an absolutely unbelievable high bomb kicker, and the Eels got punished when Moses went down. I don't understand what you're saying. It makes no sense. Cleary got lucky with his kick? I don't know. Shink says, what's your prediction for Titans next year, or are they in the middle of a rebuild? No, they're not in the middle of a rebuild. They've just signed Kieran Foran and they've signed Sammy Verrills. They're coming out of it. Sam Michael says, any Broncos supporters here? Woot woot. Tommy says if Roosters had won last week, tomorrow's game would have all Sharks fans. Yeah, it would. There'll be probably more Rabbitohs fans at Allianz tomorrow than there'll be more Rabbitohs fans at Allianz tomorrow than there will be for the Sharks, in my opinion. But the Sharks, when they're doing well, they get a good crowd. When they're not doing well, they don't get a good crowd. But you would assume that Sharks still bring a decent chunk, but I'd say 60-40 in favour of the Rabbitohs tomorrow. But I've tipped the Sharkies, but I'd say 60-40 in regards to the attendance. Rampage says, I love the Bronx. Well, there you go, mate. Brian Robinson says he was reminding you of that Muppet who said all Cleary's kicks were luck. Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah, all Cleary's kicks were luck. That's right. Yeah, people, I don't know what that guy was on about. Yeah, saying guys, what do you even mean? kicks are lucky. Like, you're literally pinpointing your kick. Like, so Cleary, when he kicks for the post and hits the post, is that lucky? I get it now. Habio says, hope your Cats win tonight, Blaze. Yeah, should be a good one. I'll be able to watch the fourth quarter, thankfully, because usually the NRL finishes when the AFL's going into the fourth quarter. So that'll be great for me to be able to do that one. Styler says, due to the statistics of the Dragons and Roosters game earlier this year, Dragons were blatantly robbed. Cool, mate. Tommy says, Shinks, you've been drinking. Shinks has been drinking. I've got Broncos win the grand final. Shinks has been drinking. I think Shinks is on a little bit worse than that, though. But this is AFL players when they kick a goal is so lucky, I can't even tell you. Well, when Joe Danaher kicks a goal, it's quite lucky. How about that? Or Levi Casbolt. If Levi Casbolt actually gets it in between the two posts and not the other ones, that's lucky. It is. I'm not even joking there. G is on smoke tonight. G, you're going to continuously get timed out. If you keep getting timed out, you'll get hidden. So, like, settle down. Silas says, Lomas got named to the Oz team up the Saints. No, but cool. But guys, obviously about 20 minutes to go here. 20 minutes to go until we get kicked off for semi-final number 1. Like I said, let's get to 150 likes on the stream today. I reckon that we can. Let's get 150 likes on the stream today. And obviously subscribe if you are new around here. I'm going to have a bit of a drink of water here because it's going to get crazy. As long as it's not as crazy as that Bruce's Rebels game. Because I was exhausted after that game. I really was. I was exhausted. Hey, gee, you're going to get timed out too much, but you're going to get hidden. So, it's up to you. 150, let's go. 150, 150, exactly right. Exactly right. And then we want X Factor to get up with the Eels 1-12 at Sivo, Marnie and Kotrich, or Rampage, Canberra win. Scott Wilson says, watch G same. You don't need to know. Justin Sundo says, evening. Hello, Sundo. Are you on for a bet here? Mate? Are you on for a nice little gambleroo? Have you had a bit of a puntarunos? You chucked a pineapple down, Sundo? Don't you tell me you haven't. Timmy Carter says this is going to be a blockbuster. I hope it is, man. I hope it is. Sebastian's in the building, the big fella all the way over there in Europe. The European machine. Hayden Gale says, I got the Eels to win. I said what? Yeah, I got Eels to win. Sirak says, got Dylan Brown first try scorer. Makes sense. Without the sense part. I think that overall you're probably going to see... you know what? I'll go Raiders to score first here. I think the Eels win decently. I'll go not Matty Tomoko. I'll go Sebastian Kris. I'll go Sebastian Kris there. But I do think Parramatta will still win, and I honestly could see it 13+. But I'm gonna go out there and put a safety netting and say Eels 1-12. But I could definitely see it being 13+. Regan says, aren't you a Geelong fan, BKR? I am, and it sucks that I'm not able to watch the games tonight because obviously this is a rugby league channel, so I'm not going to just can rugby league on a semi-final to go and watch the AFL. But I will watch the full game later. I will watch the fourth quarter. So what I'm going to do, right? Once this finishes, I'm going to obviously jump off, and then even though I will know the first 3 quarters, I'm going to watch the entirety of the game, and it won't be ruined for me because I can go on KO and go check it out. So because this game will finish with a quarter to go in that AFL game. Stylus says Matt Tomoko has to be one of the biggest plotters that are holding back the Raiders. Crocker must come back. Yeah, look, I'm very well aware you're trolling, man. It's a bit of a shit troll, though. Justin Sutton says, I've got 2 bets, but they are hedged for a guaranteed $50 profit for no sweat. Points bet to win a promo that if your team scores first, you get paid out head-to-head. Oh, wow. What? If your team scores first, you get paid out head-to-head? That's crazy. That is a crazy bet. We'll put money on the Raiders then at those odds. Like, you may as well. Like, at the odds of the Raiders, you would put a bet on the Raiders and just hope to God they score first. I would 100% put a bet on the Raiders there if that was the case, because, like, no matter what so you've hedged it, so you've probably done that. You've actually probably gone and done Raiders and Eels to score first there. So Michael says Eels will choke. Well, they might. They absolutely might. I don't think so, though. Timmy Cutter says, seen TikToks on it. Mohammed Abitarek says, first try Moses. I don't think Moses is really going to score a great deal. He doesn't really score a great deal of tries, man. He's usually setting it up. If Moses scores, that's great. But I wouldn't be looking at Moses' first try scorer. I wouldn't be looking at that one. Yeah, you guaranteed profit. Yeah, Timmy Cutter, you guaranteed profit. But what I'll also... Is there a max, though? Surely there's like a max of $20 or $50 or something like that. But I would absolutely put money on the Raiders... because their odds are ridiculous. And if you just get them to get a 2-pointer, you get a penalty, in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the Rays will take it and bang. Just simply bang. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, I think that's ridiculous. That's a nice opportunity to make some good money on those odds, to be fair. However, you do have to go on both of them. But it is a guaranteed profit, as he said. It is still a guaranteed profit there. Michael Brown says, you've got to admit the Broncos had a solid season despite the ending. So Michael Brown, I've actually done a review on all the bottom 8 teams. There's a video about it. I agree and very hardly disagree as well. I severely disagree, but I also agree in different parts, right? So it's hard with the Broncos because I tipped them for 11th. They came 9th, so I'm not too crazily surprised with where they did finish off the season. They started off the season okay, mid-season killed it, and then completely capitulated at the end of the season. So I'm going to disagree with you in the sense that it's still a failure of a season. You still didn't make the 8. You still, and especially when you're a top 4 team with 4 weeks to go, and then 5 weeks to go, and then you fell apart. I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think it's a solid season because it was looking like an unbelievable season until you capitulated, and then the Kevin Walters is under the pump already. Like, it's just crazy. So I do disagree with you. I do. But in the same sense, I explained it a little bit further in regards. It's not a bias video. I explained a little bit further in regards to that and on the link that Sebastian Kramer just dropped there. A Twist of Fate says, bro, I'm with PointsBet too. He's got it wrong. You need to have the first try scorer winning but first, not just anybody in the team scoring first. I don't know what's... Medvedev says, tonight is Chris Scott's favourite matches coach. Good stuff. Jonathan Thunder says, yeah, max $200 on Raiders PointsBet, then $245 on Ned's Eels to win and score first. Yeah, it sounds good, to be honest with you. Tommy says, Trent Barrett to coach the Broncos. If anyone, Trent Barrett... Where's Trent Barrett now? Isn't he assistant coach somewhere? Didn't he go as an assistant somewhere? I think he's gone maybe to the... He's not gone to the Tigers, surely not. Who's this? Where's Trent Barrett gone? I'm going to Google this. There's 10 minutes to go until kickoff, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. Like I said, let's get to 150 likes on tonight's stream. Oh, he's at the Eels. He's at the Eels. Is a... okay, so team's coach, Panthers. Yeah, everyone's saying the assistant Para, yeah. Melvin says, Michael Brown, Broncos had an okay season until they sunk like the Titanic towards the end. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't an okay season. When they were in the top 4, it was a monumental season. It was an incredible season for the Broncos. But you cannot forget, and you cannot just write off that last part of the year. You can't. You can't. Jonathan Summers says, Rays fans turning out numbers. Again, guys, it's a semi-final knockout. But this is like the... Don't worry, Sunday, you're not the first person to say this. Again, this is a semi-final. It's a knockout. We're going to see guys travel from 3 hours away. It's not that far. 3 hours is not that far. That's one Joe Rogan podcast. That's one Joe Rogan podcast in the car. Like, it's not far. It's not far, lads. You can do that one sitting easy. Yeah, that's just like Coffs Harbour. Too easy. Desmond says, would be great if Parra made him head coach. So if he's assistant coach and then Brad Arthur gets sacked, Come on, Trent. Go, you good thing. Go, you good Trent. Steal the wages of Parramatta. That's what he's doing already, but steal the wages of Parramatta. He would be the head coach as the caretaker if Brad Arthur got sacked. So, Scotland says yet to see an Eels fan at the stadium. Guarantee there's going to be quite a few, mate. I'm going to tell you, type Paris Spoon. Maybe, mate. You're a Dogs fan. You had Trent Barrett. You know all about that. Dr. Skills is awesome. There's up at the Eels. No, it's going to be interesting. 58%. Is that 58%? I can't see because something's in the way. 58% to the Eels, I would assume. What's the poll saying? 58% to who? Who's the poll saying to? Let's go through this team list one more time, guys, before the game does get started here, because obviously this is normally when we would start, because it's finals, we start a little bit earlier. So for the Eels, Bailey Simonson comes in, Nathan Brown goes out. You got Clinton Gutherson, Queen Gutho in the fullback, with Mike Asivo Dozo in the wing alongside Wonga Blake, Will Penasini and Tommy Opacek in the centres, with Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses in the halves. Reed Campbell-Gillard alongside Junior Paulo front row. Reed Marnie is the number 9. Sean Lane, Isaiah Papali'i back row, and then Maratha Niokore is the lock. Ryan Madison, Makahesi Makatoa, Jake Arthur, and Oregon Kafusi is the interchange, with Bailey Simonson as the 18th man replacement. You move over to the Raiders now, and you got Ryan Sutton coming in, Adam Elliott going out, Xavier Savage at the fullback with Nick Cottridge and Jordan Rapana on the wings, Manny Tomoko and Sebastian Chris in the centres, Jack White and Jamal Flogerty into the halves with Josh Papali'i and Joe Tarpanay in the front rowers. Zach Wolford is the number 9 with Hudson Young, Elliot Whitehair back row, and then Corey Horsburgh is the lock. Corey Havre-Renara, Tom Starling, Emre Gula, and Ryan Sutton as the interchange with Albert Hopewade as the 18th man replacement. That's the team again there, guys. That's the last time we're going to read it out because we're nearly getting underway here. Barrett also gave Manly a spoon. No, he didn't, because Manly have never won a spoon. Valeria says, thoughts on Dolphins next year? I think the Dolphins are a tough one because I think they're still going to finish bottom 4. I think that there are still teams that could finish below them in the Knights, the Tigers. I think the Redcliffe Dolphins, or the Dolphins as they say, they're obviously trying to encapsulate the Sunshine Coast area, the Moreton Bay area, and also part of Brisbane. And I think they'll get good crowds first off, and people are going to be surprised, which is not surprising at all. It's what happens when new teams come in. Everyone wants to be there to see it. Look, overall, I think the Dolphins have got a pretty poor team from head to toe. However, they'll still take a scalp here and there. Troll Sarge. Wait, Tron says Eels are going to win. Kimberly says Parramatta Eels. Mevita says, I know it's a final, but there's actually a lot of Raiders fans down there. It looks like a 50-50 crowd split for both sides, as Parramatta the majority. It is absolutely mad that after what I've said, you've just repeated that. Like, it's mad. Again, guys. It's a 3-hour trip in a knockout final. It's not far. It's not far. Like, it's not surprising. I don't know why people are surprised that there are Raiders fans here. Guys, you're going to see a lot of fans at semi-final games. Like, you're going to see a lot of Sharks fans at the Rabbitohs game. You're probably going to see a lot of Sharks or Rabbitohs fans in North Queensland next week. Like, and that's a flight. Like, guys, the Raiders are literally 3 hours away. It's not far at all. I don't know why people are surprised at this. Scott Wilson says, I wouldn't mind travelling to watch a Dolphins game. Yeah, look, exactly right. They're the new fresh things in town. They're the new fresh blood in town. So everyone's going to want to see them. Everyone's going to want to see them. And that's why they'll get good crowds. You know, it's like when the Titans came in 2007 through 2010. They were very good back then, though. But, yeah, look, in 2007, they got some really good crowds. 2010, they were getting an average of about 22,000 crowds at Seabus, or Skill Park at the time. But then obviously they fell apart, and then overall, it's changed up a little bit since then. But we still average more crowd than the Roosters this year, so thanks for coming. Justin Sutter says, they said it's sold out, but I see a lot of empty seats in the second tier. I haven't even seen the crowd yet. Oh, you guys must be on Channel 9, because I'm watching on KO, and that's through Fox Sports, and I haven't even seen the crowd yet. Michael Brown says, yeah, but Eels home should be 75-25, not 50-50. Whilst you're correct, yeah, I would agree with that one, Michael Brown. It should be, but in the same sense, it comes down to who buys tickets the fastest. You know, it's not. It's like when Geelong took on Collingwood at the MCG back in 2020. No, was it Collingwood? Geelong took on Richmond. When Geelong took on Richmond back at the MCG in 2020. We saw Richmond buy all the Geelong seats because someone in the Geelong membership gave them a password and they just spread it, and then there was more Richmond fans there at a Geelong home game. And although it's different because that's MCG, it's also still very close. Stay in with the $5 donos. Let's go the Raiders. Thank you very much for the $5 redo donation. Let's change this NRL Grand Final Fund up to the $5 redo marker. Up to the $5 redo marker. Let's go. Boomski. Boomski. Don't forget, guys, if you want to support the channel, there is the pinned comment in the chat. But thank you very much, Stay Ilan, for the $5 redo donation. Let's just move that up there a little bit more into the centre. That made it too small. Hold on. Let's make it bigger. Bingo. There we go. It's a little bit bigger now. Timmy Carter says, Hudson Young is the new Alex Johnson when it comes to try scorers. Well, no, considering Alex Johnson is still the Alex Johnson. Michael Brown says, how are Titans looking, big fella, 2023 premiers? Is that meant to be a troll? What? So you've been here this whole time just to say that? Really? It's the best you got? Good work, man. Justin Sutter getting around it. Harris plays his Para making the grand final. Para making the grand final. So I was saying Michael Brown's a clown. Bro, I think he thought that was going to be like good. Like, Chuckin's timed him out too. Michael Brown's having a mare. You know the best thing is that like a Broncos fan saying that. And the best part about that is that 4 weeks ago, before the finals were starting, I had a whole heap of Broncos fans saying, oh, we've made the 8, you haven't, you guys are shit. Oh, boy. I love it, dude. I really do. I love it when people think they've got something good and they're a Broncos fan who completely and utterly choked harder than any other team has done in recent memory in any sport worldwide. So I hope you enjoyed it as your team completely capitulated the entire time. And we actually finished off quite well. It was actually quite fun to be a Titans fan the last month of the season. But for the last month of the season, for you Broncos fans, I don't know how much fun that was. Santa Gus says, what a dead troll, such shit bandit. Like, we get a lot better than that. Like, come on, man. We get a lot better than that. And I think that he was commenting normal, like, the whole time, just so that he could finally get to that point, and then he was going to be like, zinger! And then that was the response he got. Like, you know, good luck, bro. Good luck. Sebastian Gomez says, I was going to say he's one coming away from a timeout, but Trucken's having none of it. Trucken down just goes, Blumsky, get out of my face. Center 25 says Michael was probably one of the ones who said they're top 4 contenders. Michael was probably the bloody guy, bloody Brisbane, because I know the two little wank jobs who, the two inbred twins, watch my channel. One of them definitely does. So he's probably one of the inbred twins there with a shit tattoo. Never says, what does that be Broncos fans? Always have to be Broncos fans. Yeah, it is what it is, but Callum Never says, the Broncos were in the top 8 for 22 of the 25 rounds this season. How good is that, eh? Dear me. He says, West Tigers next year. West Tigers are shit house. What are you talking about? You came last. What do you mean West Tigers next year? You came last. And you don't look any better. You actually look worse. Oh, I don't know if you can look worse than this year. This year's Tigers was one of the worst teams I've ever seen. Like, yes, they won 2 games against the Eels and Rabbitohs. Besides that, overall, they were one of the worst. The Knights of the 2010s still beat them out of the worst team ever, though. So Michael says, my sources told me wrong. It's Titans 2023. Yeah, no, I agree. Says 25 says, and Carlton were in the top. Carlton were in the top 8 for 22 out of 23 rounds. Yeah, Carlton, I know. That was probably a bigger choke than the Broncos. Broncos was more on a significant level because it was just real consistent. Carlton was like they choked in the last seconds of the game for Collingwood to win. I thought Knights fans are inbreds. Well, that's you, Tommy. Neymar Lalou, so the Eels by 10 points. I've got, like I said, I think Eels can win by 13 plus, but I'll go Eels by 8 here. Tigers will be undefeated if our games weren't cancelled. I definitely saw a lot of games this year, and I also wish that I didn't. So, I also wish that I didn't see those Tigers games this year, especially that Tigers-Rays game, especially that Titans-Tigers game. Although the Titans won, and the last seconds of the game, that was also one of the worst games in history. So, Dasbase says Carlton should have been the 8. They should have. Who was the team that got to the 8th? Oh, Western Bulldogs. They got pumped in that first week, didn't they? Callum Mavis has been off topic. How would you feel if Titans got the bye in round 1 next season? I don't think they will. So I've heard rumours that the Raiders are going to be missing the Magic round. They're going to get the bye round for the Raiders. I've heard rumours of that one. Pretty significant rumours too. I think in regards to a round 1 bye, you're probably looking at the Tigers based on the fact that they came last. The NRL has kind of had murmurs around for a little bit now that the Magic round would be the team who comes in last would not do it. But apparently it's the Raiders who might be missing out next year. And I would assume that it's probably going to be one of the weaker teams, which is potentially the Titans, to be fair. But, you know, I think that it would more than likely be the Tigers or even Newcastle. So 25 says, no, Bulldogs didn't get pumped. They were up 42-1 and lost. Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, but they did. Well, that's effectively a pumping. If you're up 42-1 and lose, you know, there's an issue. Blake Hart says, this should be a good game. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. I've got Eels to win by a bit, but I would love to see myself get proven wrong. I'd love to see the Raiders get through, man. I don't mind Canberra. I really don't care too much for Canberra. I don't have any hate for them. I don't really have any love for them. I just don't really mind Canberra at all. So I would love to see the Raiders get through. But in the same sense, I would also love to see the Parramatta Eels get through for their fans. Even though their fans will be absolutely intolerable when the Eels do win eventually. Hopefully not in my lifetime, but yeah, eventually their team will win and it'll be the most intolerable moment of our lives. That'll be worse than World War III. Gary, the big Rays fan, says, go Raiders, go. I hope Big Red has a big one tonight. The old Big Red. Don't say Big Red because then we're going to get Daz, mate, and the boys getting into him for his red hair. Medvedev says, Doggies were up by a huge margin against Freo at half-time and the Dockers turned it around. It was kind of a weird match, but yeah, they definitely choked. That's a choke, that's for sure. Medvedev says, I think the Magic Round home teams get first preference. The team that misses out will be an away team from this season, I believe. So basically, no matter what, the Dolphins, the Titans, the Broncos, and the Cowboys will all get a spot there at Suncorp because it's in Queensland. You're not going to get rid of one of those 4 teams. Alrighty, here we go, guys. The Raiders are coming out of the field. Here they come. Here they come. The Raiders coming out onto the field here. Woo! Semi-final. Knockout football. Here we go, baby. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Get in the chat. Get amongst it. And guys, guess what? There's a lot of Raiders fans there. There's a lot of Raiders fans there, guys. I'm surprised. I will also say, if you look at a shot from above, they'll probably all look like Raiders fans because Eels and Raiders, their colours aren't crazily different with the yellow and the green as well. But there is a lot of Raiders fans there. But you can obviously hear the plenty of the Eels fans are in the stadium. Preston Hadfield says, imagine the Broncos miss out of Magic Round. They can't. Neymar says, go the Eels. Timmy Carr says, Raiders fan in the crowd are pumped. Well, this is a knockout right now, brother. This is a knockout final right now. Here we go. Here we go. It's really surprising, Medvedev. It's so surprising. Imagine driving 3 hours to go watch your team play. Crazy, eh? Crazy, crazy. You would never do something so crazy. Neymar says, I bet my house to Eels minus 10 points. Well, your house could be gone. You could be on the streets tomorrow, Neymar. You could be on the streets tomorrow. 8 minute for life says, to be honest, nothing better than Eels home game at CommBank. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Eels home game at CommBank is fine, but I've definitely, I've been to some pretty poor games at CommBank as well. Even though the stadium's great, though. The stadium's great, but I reckon Allianz is pretty good as well. There does look like a few empty seats up top. Yeah, this isn't sold out. That's not sold out. There's no way. They lied to us. That's not sold out. There's heaps of seats up there. There is heaps of seats up top. They wish that was sold out. Alrighty, here we go. So there's no way that's sold out. No way. So Raiders now gets ball out to the 10. Joe Tapine get the ball. He gets slapped in the first tackle. Boy, oh boy. Kimberley says, go Parramatta Eels. Sutherland says, Dogs home game at Belmore. And the Raiders, they'll get this ball to the 10. Second tackle here, 13 metres out. The crowd's definitely quite loud right now. Good to hear the atmosphere. The atmosphere in CommBank is off the chop, and it's going to be Joe Tapine with his second run in 3 tackles, who gets it out of the 25. Wolford up to Horsburgh, who gets annihilated in the tackle. Probably 26k attendance. Get out of here. No, there's probably... How much is the capacity at CommBank? What's the capacity there? This isn't sold out. All the Eels fans at Centrelink decided not to show up. Wow. 40-20 attempt there. No, but the ball will bounce onto the inside. It's sold out. Broncos fans bought tickets just to annoy people. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Broncos fans already thought they would be here, obviously. But as Michael Brown knows, they were in a bit of a situation. They're not here right now. No. So second table lead for the Eels. They're at the 20. Good run here by Gutho. Gutho with a great run. That was nearly offside there against Papa Lee. 30k max at CommBank. I think there's less than. I think maybe 20. Yeah, 25, 24. So 4 tackle here for the Eels at the 40. 4 tackle. They roll it back near Corey to Reed Marnie. Reed Marnie here to Campbell Gillard. And Campbell Gillard with a big run at the 50. 5th tackle now. 30k it holds. Yeah, I'd say maybe 25k then. 25k or so for the people who are there right now. Hope Wonga Blake has a blinder. I'd love to see Wonga Blake have a bit of a good one, especially considering, obviously, the Rugby League World Cup starts in a few weeks' time. So I think it's less than a month away now. The Rugby League World Cup is on. Or maybe a month to the day nearly. And then the Rugby League World Cup is on. So yeah, hopefully he has a good one. Mythic Glass is 30k capacity. I'm surprised it's not full. Yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous that it's not full. And there's no way that anyone can pretend that that is a full stadium because there's heaps of seats up top. Third tackle now for the Raiders. Papa Lee gets his pull up to the 45. He's still going here, Papa Lee. And Marnie takes him down to the 48. That was a bit of a weird run. He kind of got... I don't even know. Was Reed Marnie trying to steal that just then? So Raiders now get this ball to the 40. It's going to be a fit tackle now. Papa better than Paulo, Desmond says. Papa better than Paulo. We're going to see tonight. And the Eels will get this ball here at the 8. And Gutho gets slammed down to 10. Geez, good pressure there from Sebastian Chris and the Raiders. Really nice pressure there. They're only 8 minutes out from their own line. They're going to have to really weather this storm. The Raiders weathered the storm nicely last week. This could be a low-scoring game, to be honest with you. Parents, I'm so mad for the Wallabies versus All Blacks game. My opinion was the ref was trash. Well, the ref cost the win in the end, but it is what it is. We move on, man. That should be a 6 again, but they're not going to call it. So Eels now, Gutho will get this ball out to the 30. His 4 tackle now. Oh, gets the offload away. Sorry, Reed Marnie to Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown, Sean Lane. And Sean Lane will get this ball out to the 40. Alex is wondering how many knock-ons we'll see from Paulo. Hey, that's not your job. There's somebody else in the chat who normally does that. So right-hand side here for the Eels. And that was a weird pass. Offloads to Moses. Jeez, that was weird. Oh, no, that's a 6 again. That's a 6 again. Moses was getting back up. How is that not a 6 again? Dylan Brown puts that ball up into the air, into the corner. Brontox says Eels has got this. I reckon they do, mate, but it's a tough start right now. It's a tough start right now. Coming says Canberra drum sounds good. Yeah, it's a different kind of drum to the one we have at the Gold Coast. It's a very different kind of drum. Knowledge Luke says, they're saying sold out crowd. Shut up. It's not a sold out crowd. Stop lying to your audience. We can see the empty seats. They're talking shit in the commentary. It's not sold out, J2. It's not sold out. We can see it. Alex says, I'm taking over his absence. No, you're not. We were so close to beat the All Blacks. Happy with the effort. We now go to Eden Park. Yeah, we got robbed. Fit tackle now for the... And that is a robbery, because that is the 80th minute it happened too. So fit tackle here at the 40. Wolford goes right-hand side. Fogarty will put one of the... Oh, that's a really good kick, Fogarty. Ah, yes, that was really putting Wonga Blake under pressure. My favourite part was when it didn't go to Wonga Blake, it went to Micah Sivo, and it went about 10 metres. That was nice, Fogarty. So first tackle here at the 18, right-hand side, gives off to Sivo. Ooh, the big Dossel 50 man, here he comes. The big go for Fiji man. Wonga Blake now with a really good run, about 15-metre run down to the 35, so it's third tackle now. They're going really quickly here. This pressure is really nice from the Eels. Papa Leahy gets the ball to the halfway line. So fourth tackle now. Big Papa says, I tried buying tickets yesterday and couldn't. His ticket in the system said it was sold out. I know, it's crazy. Oh, did he knock that ball on? No. He looked like he knocked it on, but it's all right. Fifth tackle now. Eels right-hand side. Moses whacks that ball up in the edge of the corner. And not a good chase there. Wonga Blake, that was lazy. That was lazy from Wonga Blake. He did not even run at the kick and slowed down last second there. Session 5 says, hey, Michael, if he's still here, what does it say next to the Broncos on the table? Neymar says 28-10 and it's gone. Knock on, Raiders. And the Eels are away here. Gutho, he's at the 40 and he could offload it. He can't. He should have offloaded that. They had a 2-on-1 up. Oh, it's a knock on. Penalty to the Eels. Penalty to the Eels. Penalty to the Eels. There's at least 5,000 empty seats. There is a lot of empty seats here. It's really disappointing from the Eels fans. James Henry says, go Eels, love blue and yellow. And that's a knock on there from Jordan Rapana. Knock on there from Rapana. And now the Eels 20 metres out here from the Raiders line. This is a big chance to set a precedent in this game and say, you are in our hometown. We're going to slap you. We're going to slap you. 18 metres out here from the line. First tackle now. Campbell Gillard rolls back to Marnie. Marnie here to Brown. Brown, he gets it off here to Moses. Moses here. The red chance. The Eels! The Eels! The Eels! Try time, Parramatta! Try time, Parramatta! The Eels with the try time. It's 4-0 to the Eels. And that's Will Penasini. That is Penasini with the try time. Parramatta lead 4-0 in the first 6 minutes of the game here. Is tomorrow's game sold out? Well, this game is meant to be sold out. It's not. Right-hand side, Eels, it's easy. That Raiders defense was shocking just then, and Will Pansini just goes straight through Rapana and Sebastian Chris. And I don't think Sebastian Chris did it actually badly there. It was just good worked move there, well-worked move from the Parramatta Eels, and they just worked it nicely. Gutho gets it off to Panasini, and Panasini is strong to put that ball down like that. Thomas and Raiders, Rob. Neymar says, boom. Medvedev says, he did so well to put that ball down. Yeah, it was very solid. It was very solid. Sadly goes Squeals strike first. So Squeals do strike first. So 4-0, try confirmed. Ray's been robbed harder than the Wallabies. Well, they robbed me of a brain cell with that knock on, because that knock on put the Eels in a really good position and then gave away the penalty too. So if you bet on the Raiders, guys, on that points bet thing, well, it's it's not Raiders scoring first. Stallion says 19. Jeez, what do you mean 19? 19 what? 19 what? South fan spotted. Of course you can see South fan. You're going to see plenty of them tomorrow night between the Rabbitohs and the Sharkies. Alright, so Moses here from the right-hand side. It's not an easy kick. And good kick. Bing, bang, 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 bang. Moses goes Cruncharuno. And it is 6-0 to Parramatta. Big Papa says, yeah, NRL Instant said Sharks haven't sold out completely, but after tonight, who knows? Exactly right. After tonight, who knows? Because is it rain? It's not even raining. It's not raining, so why would people who bought tickets would be there? Like, Alex says it's not a sports match without a random South guy. Mate, it's not. It's not. If I don't see a South fan in a Chicago Bulls game this season, I'm not going to support the Bulls anymore, because they're not really a professional organisation, then, are they? Timmy Carter says maybe they were sold, but they didn't show. Then why would that many people not show? Why would that many people not show? All right, so the Eels now, 5 minutes out. They're going to give this off to Sean Lane. No, Campbell Gillard. He's right to the 15. That was a nice kick there from Mitchell Moses as well, under a lot of pressure. General Base says Cruncharoon. Oh, good offload there again. Gutho's away here to the 40. The Eels are really slapping it right now. The Eels really are going hard right now. Right-hand side now gives it off to Papa Lee. Papa Lee here to the 45. Oh, that's a 6 again. That's a 6 again there. That's a 6 again. There we go. There's a 6 again there. So it's going to be first tackle over the Eels. Oh, Paulo got absolutely slammed at the 40 there. So first tackle now. Hunt says the Sharks fans will show. That'd be nice because they don't normally during the regular season, but during the finals they do. You had a really quiet crowd last week at Shark Park, though. Really disappointing from the Sharkies there in regards to the sound of the crowd. But left hand side now for the Eels. They give it off here to Gutho. Gutho here gives it off to Opacek, and Opacek gets it to the 15. Oh, loads of Sivo! Sivo throws it back on the inside of Gutho. Gutho here to 20 to Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown now right hand side. He's going to go himself here. Eels are playing really good footy right now. Eels are playing really good footy. 15 metres out, third tackle, Reed Marnie, right-hand side, Mitchell Moses. Moses now kicks it through for Benassini! No, drop out. This is some really, really solid footy from the Eels right now. Really, really solid offloads, really, really solid footy. Cowboys vs Panthers, I don't have that name, no. I don't have that, but I'm not going to tip my tips for next week now, because I'm going to do a tipping video next week. Alright, but that's a nice kick there from Moses, and the Raiders are getting ambushed right now. Just absolutely ambushed by Parramatta. But 6-0 after 10 minutes, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. 6-0 after 10 minutes. And the Eels will bring this one back here to about the 25 now. And Tom Opacek, very safe player. Not an X-Factor player by any means, but he's a very safe player. Time off? What's the time off for? Oh, Elliott's have to kind of come off with a HIA. HIA coming out here. Panthers and Eels for the grand final. Definitely a shout. Timmy Carr says the Eels got all the momentum at the moment. Well, it's only been 10 minutes, so yeah, definitely. Definitely, Gary says, I'm not worried we got this one go Raiders. Yeah, I disagree, but, you know, you got to change it around right now, man. It's not like you can't win this one, but you're definitely not looking great as we speak. The Eels definitely are all over the top of it. So we're going to see one of the Raiders boys coming off here, Elliot Whitehead with a HIA. And Canberra already defending inside their own 30. This is bloody worrisome. If the Eels can score it already, I did say it was a possibility. So Reed Marnie now right-hand side to Reed and Campbell-Gillard, and he'll get inside the attacking 20 now. It'll be second tackle here. It'll be second tackle now. Close with 6 again there, to be completely honest with you, but they didn't call it. Right-hand side now, Mitchell Moses. Moses here gets up to Gutho. Gutho here, Penisini, and he'll get annihilated in the tackle by Sebastian Chris. Really good tackle there by Sebastian Chris to take him back to the 25. Third tackle here. Queen Gutho goes left-hand side to Moses. Moses here. Oh, he ran behind his player there. It's ran behind his player. That was terrible play from Parramatta. Why would you do that? Not even close to a good play. Fourth tackle. Reed Marnie, left-hand side. Campbell-Gillard. Campbell-Gillard gets it off here. Big run there by Nia Corey, but he'll get taken down to the 10. Fifth tackle. Where do they go now? Left-hand side. Reed Marnie, Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown gets it off to Sean Lane. Sean Lane. It's gone backwards. It's Ray's ball. It's Ray's ball in the 5. Jeez, they were lucky. Jeez. Oh, knock on Raiders! Oh, they're calling knock on Raiders here. They're saying knock on Raiders here. Wowee. So, yeah, but that wasn't a knock on against. That wasn't a knock on against Opacek. Wow, they said that was a knock on against Opacek? Oh, no, okay. They said knock on both ways. I didn't see that as a knock on from Opacek, but it is what it is. So first tackle now, and the Raiders will get this ball out to the 20. No, ball says penalty in Canberra, but you've ruined it for me. You've ruined it for me, unless there's something that's about to happen here. Is there going to be about to be a penalty to Canberra? Because otherwise it's way too early. I thought he said knock on Raiders too. Well, he did that in that direction, yeah. Yeah, penalty Canberra. Time not ball out, bro. Too early. Way too early, bro. Way too early. So that'll be a penalty here to the Raiders, and they needed that one. Way too early, guys. So Raiders will kick this ball into the attacking half. Too early, mate. Too early. Timmy Gus diving him out with Capitals. He's gone, mate. He's gone. He's gone. Muppet. Here's a Muppet. Tugson said, yeah, because he did that in that direction. He was saying Raiders knock on. He must have just changed it, because then I heard them talking about like the no advantage or something like that. But the Raiders with the ball here now at the 40. And they're going to go right inside. Wolford off to Papa Lee. Toto Tarpane, who gets the ball to the 30. And that is really poor there from the Raiders. Really poor. Whiteson gives it off. In chance of the Raiders. Sebastian Chris. Rapana! I think it's going to be a knock on there. I think it's going to be a knock on here from the Raiders. That's so close. Oh, it's a loose calorie knock on. And Toxic Mafia is going to get timed out. But that is so close there for Rapana. Oh, he goes. He loses it. So close there for Rapana. So close. No, what do you mean we should look at this one? What are you talking about, commentary? There's nothing wrong. You can't tell me that is a deliberate play by Clint Gutherson. HIA. What are the commentary talking about? You cannot say that is a penalty to the Raiders. There's no way. There is no way. There is no way you call that. No way. So there is an injury right now. The lollies have been dropped. They have been dropped, TSM. The lollies have been dropped there. That would be baffling if they call this. That is a blatant loose carry there. There is no way the commentary should be advising you guys to believe that that wasn't a loose carry. That was clearly a loose carry, and the commentary saying that it isn't is ridiculous. So the Eels will get the scrum feed here, 10 metres out even on the line. Their own line, obviously. And thankfully the second HIA ready. Who's the other HIA? Big Papa says, Wonga came off the wing too quickly. Rule of Top Gun 1, never leave your wingman. Well, they didn't concede. You're not wrong, but they didn't concede. So Eels at their own 15, gives it off here to Sean Lane, and Lane will get his ball out to the 20. White over the Raiders. Now, I know Whitehead came off. But, oh, that's a close for the 6 again there. Right-hand side now. I know Whitehead came off originally. Well, he came off twice, hasn't he? Well, Whitehead already went off before. Oh, no, it's near Corey. That was the other HIA. No, I know Whitehead's one. That's a good offload there. The Eels are killing the Raiders for the offloads right now. Yeah, it was near Corey. Murata near Corey who went off with the HIA here for the Eels. Left-hand side now. Dylan Brown, Fort Saggle, off to Sean Lane. Lane taking out at 30. Near Corey went straight into a Canberra player's backside. Oh, there you go. Left-hand side here, Dylan Brown. And Brown kicks it through with a nice little dig. The try! The Raiders are crumbling. It's 10-0 Parramatta. That is dreadful. Dreadful defense from Xavier Savage. Xavier Savage has just been nutmegged. And that is a try time there for both centres. Obviously, Panasini's got the first one, and the second one was Tommy Opache. But that is a terrible try. That is a good kick from Dylan Brown, but at the same sense, Xavier Savage, bro. Teason, that's what you call luck. I would argue that you could argue luck there. Yeah, well, the ball is kicked like that from Dylan Brown. Like, winners make their own luck, baby. Winners make their own luck. But 10-0 here, Eels. And here we go. Clean bowled. Tommy says, Raiders giving Para fans hope. Mid the class says, feel for Savage, but that's awful. That was awful defence. Just awful. Not every day you see a nutmeg in the rugby league. You're exactly right, Seb. Look at that. That is so unlucky, but in the same sense, like, it's so poor. That's so poor. Well, I think Rays fans are going to start to get a little bit nervous now. The Eels aren't the Warriors. When they go up 12-0, they're not usually the ones that just throw it away. But it's not an easy kick necessarily. It's from the opposite side. So Mosey, 84 for 107 this season, 77% completion rate in regards to his kicking. And Moses will miss that one badly. So we'll stay 10-0 here. Yeah, Canberra got lucky last week with the Falcons at 25. Yeah, you're right, because if it wasn't for that Falcon, then it would have been still a 2-point game. So you are right there. So Raiders, unfortunately, for that lucky try that they scored last week, will be now the Raiders conceding an unlucky try against the Eels. David says, didn't know Santa supported the Raiders. Mate, Santa supports the Raiders. That's for sure, because you know why? Because it's so cold there. It's basically the North Pole. Yeah, game's over. Eels have won. No, Scott Wilson. No, they have not. The game is not over, son. So the Eels, it does. Look, I will not lie to you. Unless the momentum changes very quickly. Oh, Harawira is coming. He's coming off. Harawira Nara is going to have to come off here with the HIA. He's done. Guys, I really do struggle to see Raiders winning from here. I'm not going to lie to you. I really struggle to see it. Parramatta are on a different level here to Canberra. I'm just throwing it out there. I told you I saw a world with a 13-pluser. I told you I saw a world. And right now that world is looking pretty nice. However, long way to go still. But Harawira Nara is going to have to come off here with an injury. Jamie Robinson says, long way to go, but I would like to see Parramatta fans happy for once. I don't see anyone beating Penrith. But if anyone's going to beat Penrith, it would be Parramatta. And I'm going to the grand final with Hayden and the Tane House as an Eels fan, so it'll be really emotional to be there with him if they obviously won. He's off his chops, mate. Harawira Nara has to come off the field here with the HIA. So Whitehead gone, Harawira Nara gone, and Marata Niokore gone. Well, I don't know if they've been not cleared, but I'm just saying they've gone off the field with the HIA. Mythic Class says, already 3 HIAs in the game. Yeah, there has been. And do not forget, guys, October 16, I will be streaming every single Rugby League World Cup game here on the channel. It's going to be absolutely massive. So get around it. But they're going to have to put 2 new players in. I really reckon that Papua New Guinea is going to really get behind this Rugby League World Cup, and we're going to see a lot of Papua New Guineans on the channel. You watch. We already have a lot of Papua New Guineans who watch this channel, but when PNG play, it's going to be fiery. It's going to be fiery against the offload away there. They're killing those offloads. Those offloads are unbelievable. Another offload. Oh, intercept by the Raiders! Rapana, that was nice. That was nice from the Raiders. All right, they need to score here, get back in the game. Score here, get back in the game. 6 again in the Raiders too. Raiders just need to bomb Wonga and they'll get tries in his end. I just disagree. I think Wonga's going to be fine today. Fogarty's kicks are not that hard comparatively to Cleary's. You know, Burton and Cleary are the best kickers in the game in regards to putting that pressure on that high ball. Fogarty's not even close. So left hand side here for Fogarty. Fogarty now gives it off to Whiten. Whiten gives it up to Chris, and Chris will get taken down to the 15. If he got that offload there, Chris, it would have been a try to Whiten. So AJ Ellis, just tell me quarter time and stuff, bro. Don't give me a score. Actually, no, you know what, guys? I'll give you free reign. Only tell me about goals, though. Don't spam the chat with the AFL, but I do want to know about the Cats. The Cats on 12-6, good stuff. Left hand side in. Raiders! 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 Oh, 1 minute's out here. 1 metre out. 1 metre out. Woolford back here to Fogarty with an absolutely dreadful kick. Oh, that is a woeful kick from Fogarty. And Gutho picks it up. And, oh, geez, that's nearly high. This is where White needs to step up. White needs to step up. And you need to start saying Fogarty put his money where his mouth is, baby. Survival says Broncos should have kept Tom Opacek. No, they shouldn't have. So right-hand side now for the Eels, and the Eels get crunched back to the 20. Wonga Blake annihilated there. Can't believe this is Fogarty Iceman. What a muppet, eh? Raiders can get screwed after last week, can't the Eels? It's a weird thing to hear people say, though. Fitz have one now for the Eels at the 30, right-hand side. Bro, Storm have won like 1 billion times in the last billion years. Like, what you want? They won like 1 billion times. Like, why are you complaining? So right-hand side here. I understand why you're complaining, but also shush. So first tackle here with the Raiders, 28 metres out of their own line. They go left-hand side. Their sets aren't making much metres. They're getting into an area which is good, but they just don't have any end product. And they look really bland right now, the Raiders. They look like they're threatening. Like they could threaten with that one right pass at the end of it, but they haven't done that yet. Cats 8-6, let's go. Raiders left-hand side here. Chris goes up the sideline. Muppet. Stupid play, boy. It's just stupid play. It's just stupid play, bro. Stupid play. He threw the ball to him and he's like a half a metre away from the sideline. Of course he's going over the sideline. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Like there was a 0% chance of that play working out. 0% chance of that play working out. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Alright. Smugger said Tom Dearden. I don't think Tom Dearden becomes the player that he's become at the Broncos. Just like Tedesco wouldn't have become the player that he has become at the Tigers. Same with Pappenhausen. Same with Cotopetti. Same with Mitchell Moses. Those guys wouldn't have become the players that they became if they were their original 10. Sean Lane can't get the offload away. Third tackle. Just because they're choking big time. I wouldn't say they're choking. They're 8th place team for a reason, my guy. So right-hand side here, and the Eels will be 25 metres out from the line. Sergeant Kelton says Raiders are getting dominated in every aspect so far. So 22 metres out from the line. Forward tackle, Reed Marnie, right-hand side. Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown goes up to Moses. Moses! Wonga Blake! Try through for the Eels! Wonga Blake with the boomski. Wonga Blake with the try time. And the Eels are killing. Too easy there for the Eels. I just don't know about the Raiders being able to come back in this one here, lads. This is looking tough. Come on, 9-6. Sunday, so I think everyone expected this to happen to the Raiders last week. Well, I said this was a possibility, guys. I said I could see a world, and I kept telling you, I wanted to tip Eels 13 plus. And right now, the Eels are just on that different level. There's a long way to go, but yeah, I just think the Eels are just looking way too good here, man. Charlie Johnson, you say the Eels are the only team that can beat the Panthers, but why can't South? The defense of the South is nowhere near good enough to beat Panthers for me. I don't think so. I don't even think they beat the Sharks tomorrow. So, why would I say South could beat Penrith if I think they're going to lose to the Sharkies tomorrow? Blake Hart says, Wonga Blake happy he doesn't have to deal with Cleary again. Yeah, exactly right. Whoa, Fogarty, apparently he's meant to be blasting him with high kicks. Hasn't given him one high kick so far. Not a single high kick so far. Blake Hart says, Wonga Blake happy he doesn't... I've literally just read that coming out. Momentum shift needed quickly, else a blowout is in order. Well, it said potentially that the Eels could get the 13 plus. That was a great pass there for Mitchell Moses. If you're going to go based on defence, I still have the Sharks, Cowboys, and the Eels as a higher chance of beating the Panthers than I have the Rabbitohs. And I definitely, like I said, I thought the Raiders had no chance. So Mitchell Moses here to make it 16-0, and he will make it. Bang. Bang. 16-0 here to the Eels. Moses says, PNG says, go Malio, 28-12. Not sure. William Moses, but get around here in PNG. William Moses, the Eels will beat the Cowboys next week. I'm not making my tip yet, but you guys know my tip. Big Bubba says, you did, Blaze. I, however, with past finals trauma, I didn't tip my Eels again. Set my expectations low, so if we win, that's a bonus. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough, man. I get it. Oh, wait, has anyone... No, none of the try scorers for X Factor has come off. None of the try scorers for X Factor have come off. Something else is, where's that kicking game that Floggy was talking about? I'm just waiting for him, mate. We're just waiting for a mate here. Waiting for a mate, that's for sure. That's for sure. So first tackle here with the Eels, 20 minutes out. Like I hate to say it. Junior Paulo gets his ball out now to the 30. Well, let's settle down on the Rays. Might get 50 put on. Like, they're not even at 30 yet, guys. We're not even hitting the thrifty 30 yet. Anyway, it's the grand final, really expensive to get in. So the tickets that I have is $270 a ticket with Hayden Entertainment House. We're sitting on the try line. So they're decently expensive, but not like, European final expensive kind of deal. Oh, Eels now get the ball to the 25. It's fit tackle now. Reed Marnie on the left-hand side. Dylan Brown kicks it through. And Xavier Savage grabs this one, luckily enough. Ah, he didn't go! Oh, no. Raiders are getting crunched here, lads. You can't say faders. They haven't led Gemmill. But they're definitely struggling here. 19-12. Shit. That was a nice kick there from Dylan Brown, but Savage gets taken back in the end goal, and this is just bad right now, lads. So dropout incoming. Looks like Eels may be able to get past week 2. Unbelievable. They need a momentum switch, man. They really do, desperately. Game Break says, oof, I wanted the Rays to win. Yeah, it's not looking likely, brother, because the Eels may score again right now. Left-hand side now, first tackle. Brown gives it off here to Gutho. Gutho here gets up to Opacek. And Opacek will get to the 15 now. Second tackle. Gaming says, they want the Rays to win. Right-hand side now, it's going to be Junior Paulo who gets his ball to the 10. Third tackle here. 10 metres out here from the line. Third tackle. Reed Marnie. Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown gives it off. Chance here. Oh, probably 3 metres out from the line now. Look, it says tomorrow's going to be good. I hope it is, man. Reed Marnie, left-hand side. Wow. Junior Paulo there with a try. And, lads, this game's over. I'm sorry, lads. I'm sorry, lads. I can't lie to you. The game's over. Like, the game is over. 20-0 here with the kick to come. It's going to be 22-0. 20-0 here, Parramatta. It's about to be 22-0. This is just humiliating for Canberra. The Rays are done here, lads. The Rays are done. Come over, this Fogarty. Yeah, how's that Fogarty kicking game going? Wait a second. Let's go have a look at this defense from Fogarty. Ah, well done, Fogarty. Ah, well done. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe don't shit on your previous club, Fogarty, when you are also still shite. Alex says, I'm impressed Paul didn't drop it. Yeah, he didn't. He's got a try. It was beautiful. So, Eels got 20-0 here. The kick to come. Maybe don't shit on your previous club, Fogarty, and we wouldn't make fun of you like this, you muppet. Metho class is going to be 40 plus. Jeez, I can't even argue it right now, man. Kelvin says, elite defending, Fogarty. Game Brack says they got to get their game up. Great defending there by Fogarty. Ulamani says, Rays don't think anything. If Rays don't think anything, it's going to be the Broncos vs Parramatta all over again, except Rays made it in the second week. Yeah, well, right now it's looking very similar to that Broncos Eels game back in 2019. That did. You're right. Don't sorry for jinxing the game. I hoped it would be close. I wished I was wrong. I did. I told you guys. I was saying Eels 13 plus, and I said just to be safe, I'll go 8 because I knew that people wanted the Rays to win, and I think that everyone, and this is what I said on my tipping video as well. I think everyone was hopeful the Rays would win, so that's why they tipped him, because I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. Eels 50 bump for sure. We haven't hit the 50-30 yet, lads. So Junior Paulo scored there. It's 22-0, 15 minutes to go in the first half. Come on, Cats! Come on. Irish is reading says, don't jinx the 50 bump. Don't jinx the 50 bump! Don't jinx it. Fiddle says, Rays lost the moment they were put against the Eels. Rays took on a Storm team that was an impending doom. The Storm had too many injuries. So Sean Lane here is going to bring this... No, it's Regan Campbell-Gillard again, so I can't see from the distance. I just want the Rays to win now so we can actually have a game. Yeah, I would love the Rays to come back. But I just can't see it happening here. So second tackle now for the Eels. They're 22 metres out here from their own line. And then go left-hand side now, gives it off, and it's going to be underneath. He's Dylan Brown's away, Dylan Brown's away, Dylan Brown's away, he's at the 50, he's at the 40, he's at the 30, Gatto, try time, Parramatta going to the prelim final, Parramatta going to the prelim, oh no, they're saying forward pass here. Timmy Carter, this is crap. Yeah, this is a shocking game. Eels fans will be loving this game, but everyone else is like, this is shite. Yeah, it's forward. It's a forward pass. Guys. It's a forward pass. Let's be honest. So 30 metres out here from their own line, the Rays, they'll get the ball here. Ooh, that changes the game. There's a forward pass. All right. Oh, jeez. They nearly knocked the ball off the scrum. Guys, what a shit game. They're yelling out bullshit. It was forward pass. I don't know why the Eels fans are chanting bullshit. It was the correct call. I'm going to message Hayden and say it's the correct call. It's the correct call. Jeez, that's a huge hit there. Gelman says, yes, come on, forward pass, cool, come Raiders, don't F it up. You're down 22-0, Gelman. What are you talking about? I'm no dog. It's not sold out, bro. They're lying to us. They lied. They lied for sure. So fourth tackle now with the Raiders, right hand side. And it's going to be Joe Tarpane taking down to the 38, 37. Dad says, learn the rules, Para fans. Cats up 26-12. Are we really? Come on! Kind of Cats. Up it goes over the Raiders. Knocked back there for Canberra. And Sean Lane with an easy catch. Come on, Cats. I am currently also staying up to date with my Geelong game, by the way, guys. Just so you know. Actually, I just realised I could probably put KO on my phone, couldn't I? So I could have both of them. Because I was having up there, but it just really is distracting. Don't worry about that. Irish, he's reading. Thank you for the 4 months membership. Happy birthday, Mitchell Moses. Is it his birthday today, is it? Well, there you go. Lucas says, what round's the AFL in? The prelims. The preliminary finalists tonight. So fourth tackle now, and my team's in it right now. And the Eels get taken up the halfway point, so it's like I'm missing my team in the prelim for this shocking game. But I'm a rugby league more YouTuber than I am anything, so I couldn't just not do it. And the Rays will get the ball here at the 5. And Rapana will get taken down here at the 15. So the next person who does that unknown dog, we're going to hide you from the channel. Just how about that? So Xavier Savage is the way here. Xavier Savage is the way here. And he will score a try. So Rays are going to score. I'd be close to hiding on a dog. Don't hide him, but next time you do it, we'll hide you. So that's going to be a try time there for the Canberra Raiders. It'll be 22-4 here with the kid to come. It'll be 22-4 here with the kid to come. Try time there, Xavier Savage. That was a nice one too. Hopefully we can see it. Well, they were down 22-4 to the... we were down 22-4 to the Raiders were down 22-4 to the Titans early on in the season. Came back to win it. Sam Griff says, how's the game, bro? I'm just shooting in. Shocking game, Sam Griff. Shocking. Just shocking game so far. But at least the Raiders get a little bit of a sniff here. And Savage needed to make up for a mistake he made earlier, which led to an Eels try. So at least he'll get that one there. At least he gets that one there. But that was nice there from Xavier Savage. Stephanie Rue. Now, I know the way the Raiders come back, to be honest. Just throwing it out there, the grand finals on the Eels are nice. Back in 2001 was a massive comeback by the Eels. We can see in finals games massive comebacks like this all the time. I don't think it happens, but I'm just saying, like, there are comebacks in big finals games all the time. So that's 25 is debating switching this off at the Geelong-Brisbane game. Yeah, well, Geelong are winning by 14 points, so I'm pretty happy with that. Gilmore says, hopefully the Eels fall asleep now so the Raiders get some tries. I just want it to be a good game. Yeah, I would love it, because right now this game is shocking. But look at this. That is dreadful defence there from the Eels. Just dreadful defence. Gutho as well. What are you doing? That's the Swans Cats grand final. I've got Cats Collingwood. I've got Collingwood win tomorrow. Yeah. Savage could be a special player in the future when he gets rid of the errors. Mate, after that first try, tell ya. Okay, Jamal Fogarty here with the kick from the right hand side. And he will... Well done, Fogarty. You're unbelievable. Your kicking game is beautiful. Well done, Fogarty. Well done, brother. So 22-4 here with 10 minutes to go here at the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. That is a dreadful kick. That is a dreadful kick from a guy who has got an ego boost and a half, trying to shit on the Titans every week. Well, I'm going to shit on you once you lose this game. Dasmate says, Cleary kicking game. Yeah. Cleary kicking game, that one. Blue and gold always fold. Well, there is that shout too, TSM. That is something that people forget. Blue and gold always fold is a thing. Unreal kicking game from the flog. Mate, maybe he should just stop talking about his previous club and then he wouldn't get this much abuse. Nathan Cleary might be the next coming of Jamal Fogarty. Oh, man. So first tackle here with the Raiders. They're 10 minutes out. Like I said, 10 minutes to go, guys. Let's get to 150 likes. Come on. Let's get to 150 likes on the stream. I know we can do it. I know we can smack it. Come on. So second tackle with the Raiders and Starling gets the ball to the 30. Maybe a switcheroo here. Maybe a switcheroo. If they get another try before half time, just throwing it out there. Momentum has definitely gone in favour of the Raiders. Now let their side smash and Chris. And Chris is still going here. Still going. It's taken down to 38. Jeez, big hit there. Forward tackle now at 38. White goes right inside. And it's going to be Hudson Young here who'll get this ball out to the 30. Fifth tackle now. Anna says, please, Raiders win. They need a massive comeback here. It'll be one of the best comebacks you've seen in a long time. But like I said, they were down 22-4 to the Titans over this season. Oh, that's a bad kick. And, oh, that's actually a good kick. That's actually a really good kick. No, there's no way it's a penalty. What? That's not a penalty, bro. Nah, that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty, man. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, that is a penalty. His foot did not go on the ground. Yeah, no, it was a tackle in the air. No, it was. It's actually really good there from Klein. The foot had not touched the ground yet. It was a great call. No, it's a great call. Muhammad says, I don't get why they don't go for the ball. If you can get that close to the ball, just catch it, man. Just catch it. A bit more harder than that, but in the same sense, there we go. So that is a tackle there, and it will be a penalty. All right, so first tackle now, right-hand side. Reed Marnie gives it off to Brown, and Brown back on the inside here to Makahesi Makatsoa. Second tackle here at the halfway point. Reed Marnie, right-hand side, Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown back on the inside, and Nia Corey gets into the 43rd tackle. Anderson says, you Raiders or Eels? I'm neither of these teams. I'm a Titans fan, but I've tipped the Eels to win 13 plus tonight. Well, I didn't, but I did. But I would love to see the Raiders win, man. I have no issue with either of these teams here. So right-hand side now for Madison to Niokore. Sorry, Oregon Kafusi. Rolls back to Reed Marnie. They're making some good meters here, the Eels. They've got space here. Moses kicks it through. Rays get the ball 3 meters out. Jeez, that was scary. And the Rays will now go take it down here at the 5. Second tackle. Not making good meters here. The Rays need to... I'd say if the Rays need to get another try before the end of first half. Daniel Bates has made it work, likes the Carolina Panthers place. Do you have any advice for him? Don't. That's my advice. So 4th tackle now for the Raiders, 22 metres out. They go right-hand side. But then again, I'm a Lions fan, so I shouldn't be speaking. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, so my team's worse than his team. 5th tackle now, not that the Panthers are any good. Up it goes there. And the Eels now get the ball out to the 30, 35 to the 40, and Gutho there makes up for that previous mistake and gets it to the 43. Come on, we want a good game here, man. Come on, man. Here's a good run. Wonga Blake to the 45. 2nd tackle now rolls back to Reed Marnie, left-hand side. Off to Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown steps around himself, and he's at the 30, 3rd tackle. Telling Giants win this week, Daniel. Giants are shocking. Right-hand side, but at least I do like Saquon Barkley. Madison here, he'll get taken down to the 22. It's so underwhelming after last weekend. Yeah, it's a bit of a shit to start us off with here, man. But that's why last weekend was just such an unreal weekend, bro. Can't expect that every week. But it was a really superb weekend overall. 5th tackle here, 15 metres out. Mitchell Moses at the 10. Over the top! Knock back, knock on, I don't know. It's going to be maybe a dropout, or is it a knock on? I think it's a dropout. I think they're saying dropout here. I don't think I care about the Lions. Barry Sanders, my all-time favourite running back. No, Big Bobby, you're a big Lions fan. You love the Lions. Everyone loves the Lions. Not the Brisbane Lions, the Detroit Lions. At least we have a winning record. We haven't had one of those in so long. Sarlacc says, you suck. You got me, mate. Dude, I suck. You got me. Ah! That hurts my feelings. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight because of that. But I'm going to do this again tomorrow night. So please come and comment and tell me I suck again tomorrow night. That'd be nice. Alright, so Eels now get this ball out to the 35. With the Grancharonas! The Grancharonas! Oh boy! Oh no! 2nd tackle now, Eels the ball. It's all good, I know Dogs, just don't do it again. Left that side, Madison gets the ball to the 10. LeGarrette Blunt, top 2 running back of all time. You need help. You need help, that's for sure. So, Clint Gutho gives it off to Dylan Brown. Brown now to Moses. Moses here to Papa Lee. Can't get the ball offloaded. That was a good one, Sarlacc. There's no coming back from being called Ood. He called me Ood. Does he call me rude? Or is he calling me a good mood? What is he saying? Left-hand side. Here, Gutho. Sivo. Oh, baby. Sivo's claiming a try here. Shut up, Permata! Micah Sivo. Micah Sivo with the try time. Permata! And the Eels, they lead 26-4 here with a kick to come. We have to check this one out here. Good. It was an okay pass there from Gutho, but Sivo rolls around and yeah, try time, baby. Try time. Mike, take 1, 2, 3, woo! TSM, that's your fault. Everyone can blame TSM for that one. Just making sure that you guys can hear me. Mic check 1, 2, 3. But Sivo there with the try time. Oh, what are they saying? Oh, no, settle down. It's a try, mate. Glad my headphones are working. So I was just making sure, Big Papa. Commentary's been so bad tonight. Commentary's been really poor tonight. They keep saying stupid shit that it's not even close. Lucas not happy with TSN. Letter says this match is a joke. Congrats, Para. Oh, no, they are going to check it. Here. Are you sure this is a lost ball? They said try confirmed again. Sivo still holding it. I don't know if that's lost. Is that lost? I don't think that's lost. Oh, yeah, he's lost that, I think. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. I'm okay with it. So it will be a knock on here. Knowledge. No, this is, I mean, I don't want to give up on the Raiders, but, well, it's a no try. It was a no try, bobbles a bit. Yeah, maybe. Like, you can argue that probably the ball is on his leg, and that's how he keeps it, but in the same sense, I don't know if there was actually a separation there. Like, I just didn't actually clearly see the separation. So Jimmy James, you're allowed to strip it when you're going for a goal scoring, try scoring moment. You're allowed to strip. Mohammed said, if PK says game is not over, chances are he's right. Like it is, but it isn't. Like I would never give up on a team until it's completely over. But overall, like it's over. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to get excited for the rest of the game. But it's just a bit of a shitter. Oh shit! 28-6-18. Go away, Lions. Callum Nevy says, if any team can come back after being down 22-0 as Canberra, we know this all too well. Shut up, Callum. I was there, Callum. I had to deal with that live. Don't even bring up the other team. Jimmy James says that you're allowed to regather. Yes, but the reason why they're calling that as a knock-on, Jimmy, 1 second here, left-hand side, Raiders, taken down at the 45, is because they're saying that his hand, the only reason he has it in his hand is because he's holding it on the leg of the player. So that means there will be a knock-on there. That's what they're trying to say. There's one team that can F up a lead, it's us. No, that'd be the Raiders too, mate. That'd be the Raiders as well. It's still winnable, but it's not going to be easy, Underdog says. You're absolutely right. That's a hard one here. Gutho lets that one bounce and then grabs it, goes down. Nice work there by Gutho. Not nice to let it bounce, but nice work there to grab it and bring it down there at the 4. So first tag on our left-hand side is Sivo. And Sivo will get this ball to the 8. Malakos, the Eels the best. Been 36 years since he won a competition, which is, 8 years older than I've been alive. But, best of luck. Least talked about team in the NRL. Least talked about team in the NRL would probably be... Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe Canberra. 1 second here. Eels are away here. I'ma check. Oh, he couldn't get the offload away. It's a good question, actually, because you think about the bad teams, and the bad teams get talked about a lot. Like Tigers, they get talked about a heap. 1 second here, right inside Eels. Moses offloads it. Babali. Oh, lucky there for Babali to intercept it. And then they're going to be away in the Raiders. Watson's at the 20. Oh, jeez. Okay, so I would say Canberra's a good shout. A bit of a nothing team for most teams. Knights are a shout because they're also a bit of nowhere. All the Queensland teams are off because Sydney teams always wank on about them. And Broncos wank on about Titans 24/7. Warriors, they get spoken enough about. That's a great tackle. Forward tackle at the halfway line. Warriors, they get spoken enough about. We'll continue this conversation at halftime. Right hand side now for the Raiders. And they'll get this ball to the 45. Tasman says Bankstown Bulls. No one likes them. Fit tackle, left hand side. Whiten puts that ball up in the air. That's a good kick. It's a good kick. At least Whiten's doing his job, Fogarty. And Gutho will grab that ball there. And Gutho gets the ball at the 20. Sivo's running a little soft today. Yeah, Sivo's not been unbelievable today. He nearly scored a try there, but he's not been unbelievable today, Sivo. It's not been his best. But then again, they're up 22-4. They don't really need him to be at his best right now. Talking about says Raiders defense is tight. Well, it's 22-4 right now in the first half, so I'm going to have to politely disagree with you. Offloads the ball there, and Gutho will get taken out to 30. Sivo is the best sideline try player. That's called a winger, and I will disagree with you. But Sivo's a great player too. I love Sivo. Tosoviti, baby. Tosoviti, Sivo, but he's not the best winger in the comp. Lachlan Pilgrim says, no, I reckon Raiders will come back and win. Sure you do, mate. So, Feds tackle now. They're at the 45. Reed Money gets to the Moses, and Moses will just dig that one into the corner. It's a nice kick there. It's a nice kick. It's a nice kick to slow it down here. Nos Luke's last time Eels made the prelims was 2009. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. They're lucky they had to take on the Rays here. I tell you what, the Storm have a good record against them. Come on, Cats. 27-18. Yeah, that's a fair call, 2009. 13 years ago, the last time they made the prelim. This would destroy this club, they lost this. Yeah, sure you do, Lachlan. This would absolutely destroy Parramatta as a club if they lost this from here. Yeah. I don't think that club comes back for a decade if they lose this game from here. Because that would be the ultimate choke in the ultimate circumstances against a team that's okay at home when you're 2 weeks away from the grand final. That would be it for Eels. All right, guys, that's 22-4 up here at halftime. Parramatta just looked too good, too slick. Nearly scored there. Marcus Siver to make it 28, but overall, Rays are in a bit of a shambles right now, and the Eels are looking pretty good. So, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 150 likes. Come on, let's do it. And subscribe if you are new around here. I'm going to quickly switcheroo over to the AFL while it's halftime here. Devin says, like me, I wasn't born yet. I was born in 2020. We know that. We definitely know that. G. Lincoln says, a Raiders coach is disappointing. Well, up until this game, you're probably saying against that. You know, it's all well and good in hindsight, but up until this half time, you're probably saying that Ricky Stewart's actually turned them around, like everyone was saying before. Gilbert says, which side, in your opinion, would be more disappointing between Cats and Panthers if they don't win the comp? Panthers, because the Cats still have some tough games. It's Panthers for sure. Panthers, they have beaten every team here by a decent amount. They know how to beat all these teams. Cats can still slip up. Like, it's not as easy. It's a lot more competitive in the AFL this year than the Cats goal. Come on! It's a lot more competitive this year in the AFL than it is the NRL for me, in the grand scheme of things. I think it's still competitive right now for the most part, but overall, I think the grand scheme of things, it's definitely the AFL. It's a lot more competitive. But I don't see Swans winning tomorrow. I think Collingwood win tomorrow against the Swans. And I think, obviously, Geelong beat the Brisbane Lions here. So it's a Collingwood-Geelong grand final. That'd be massive. That'd be so huge. I hope the Raiders win, Joshua Price says. It's not looking good, mate. It's not looking good, Joshua. Big Papa says, as Unknown said earlier, tried buying tickets yesterday at lunch, was sold out. Yeah, it's definitely not sold out, dude. It's definitely not sold out here. Raiders have not had a chance to be dominant this game yet. Let's see what happens if they can get a roll on. Bro, what are you talking about? They had plenty of ball at the between the 10 and 20 minute mark, and the Eels still ended up scoring. Do you know why? Because they made a mistake. Every time they make a mistake, the Eels capitalise on it, and that's what's going to happen. And it's just always what's going to happen there, because the Eels are a very good team. So overall, I just don't understand where you're getting it from. Like, if it comes back, then cool, congratulations. But I think it's more out of you wanting it to happen than it is for you thinking it'll happen. I don't believe you think it'll happen. I think you want it to happen because you probably don't like the Eels. Because I think it's a bit silly when a team's down by 18 to a top 14 when they came 8th at home at CommBank, and with the way we saw that first half transgress, it's very interesting to hear someone say and genuinely believe the Raiders will win this game when they're down by 18. So, you know, it's all well and good to have that opinion. Oh, no, Daniel Rich, no, touch it. Yes, behind. Sorry, guys. Big Papa says, thoughts on yesterday's Bledisloe crazy goal? Yeah, bullshit, bro. Bullshit. Jay Hayes says, true does, mate. 3, nearly 6 comes a lot of responsibility. It does. It really does. Man, I tell you what, this is nerve-wracking. Yeah, like, I put it aside pretty good for the rugby league, but it is very nerve-wracking. I can tell you that right now, lads. I can tell you that right now. But yeah, look, that was bullshit the way that ended. We all know it. Like, it's never been called before, and it's not going to be called again. It's just stupid. It's just the referee trying to get himself into the limelight. Joshua Price says, I'm a wanker. You are. William Host, I wondered the All Black paid for the ref for that decision. Oh, man, it was just dog shit, bro. It was just ridiculous. Like, it wasn't acceptable. And everyone knows it. Like, just everyone knows it, bro. Everyone knows it. If you are just tuning in, guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. It is half time right now. We're on 94 likes right now. Let's see if we can get to, what's it called? 150 likes. I reckon we can do it. Come on, get him down. Come on. Go, Jezza. Come on. Hawko. Come on, Hawko. No, he slipped over. Back in. No. Go. Yes, boys! Come on, baby! Come on! Sorry, guys. It's half time. You got to forgive me. It's half time, and my team's in the prelim right now. Go, Myers. Big Brother says, should Swain got red card for what he did to Tupe's leg? So I haven't seen a lot of what happened during the game, because obviously I was showing the boxing, but I was doing a lot of what was happening in the boxing, but I just saw the main part in regards to that ending, and also I saw Will Jordan. I saw a few things, but in the same sense, like, Sorry, I'm a bit distracted right now. Lucas says, I know it was a bullshit call, but I think it's unfair to say we paid the ref because let's be real, Swain should have got it red. There's a lot of bad calls in that game. I've personally spoken to, I'm not going to say who I've spoken to, but everyone's very well aware that that game was definitely not in favour of the Wallabies. If you think that the Wallabies, if you think that that's a fair call at the end of the game, then it astounds me. It astounds me. It astounds me. Like, it astounds me if anyone can agree with the referee making that decision there. You reckon Gallus on the piss? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Justin Hodjo will be with him right now. Energy Force, hello mate, how you doing? Don't jinx it, Brighton. What did Brighton say? Oh, 150. Yeah, we're getting the 150 likes, mate. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. 150 likes, mate. Talking about the likes, Alex, put the drink down, mate. Yeah, put the drink down, Alex. Come on, mate. Settle it down. Settle it down. Settle it down, man. Go, Jezza! No! Sorry. But yeah. Yeah, settle it down, Alex. And good work, Grindwise. It's going to be... I'm looking... I just want the Eels to win this game so I can move on to this one. Sirix says, Rays still have a shot here. J.A. hasn't came on yet. J.A.? Who's J.A.? I can't think of his name right. I can't think who you're talking about. Lachlan Pilgrim says, hey, all I'm going to say is the Eels can get a replacement. So that comment right there, Lachlan, tells me that you're not thinking it, you're hoping for it. I'm sorry, but it proves to me. And like I said, there's absolutely every possibility the Rays can come back from this. They did it against the Titans when they were down 22-4. It was at Canberra, but they still came back against it. I'm not saying they can't do it, but your comment right there proves to me 100% that you are saying, you're saying this because you want it rather than you think it. Brighton, you know it too. Brighton Robinson says, didn't know you had a bit of snitch in you, Alex. He does. Alex does. He does have, he's a very big stitch. Dasmate says, NBL Blitz is on right now. The quality looks like it's been recorded with the left pinky toe. NBL is dreadful, bro. I can't get into it. I would love to get into it, but I just can't. I can't wait for the Bulls to start back up soon. I can't wait for that, but go Paddy! Go! Oh, go! No, sorry. Jeez. I've got new roommates in right now too, and they're probably just like, he's getting murdered in that room right now. He's getting murdered in the room. I'm not dying, lads. I'm not here. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. So Alex just admitted he's a snitch. Moderators, do what you need to do. Moderators, do what you need to do. I think tomorrow will be a good game, though. I really do. Nora says Eels 22-4. Yeah, Eels are up 22-4, and they look good. The Eels do look good here. But I really do think tomorrow's going to be a good game. And I will be, by the way, streaming the Collingwood versus Swans game tomorrow. Hawker with the free kick, come on. I don't really care who wins, to be honest. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Lachlan. A team's down 22-4, and they're away from home against a top 4 team who came 8th and only got into 8th because your team chose it up, and the other team looks really impressive in the first half. Yes, you do. You're not fooling anyone, brother. Come on. Come on. You're not fooling anyone. Come on, Hawko. Come on, Hawko. Come on, Hawko. Come on. Right in front. Bang it in. Bang it in. Oh! Did he just miss that shit? Oh my God, Hawkins. Oh my God, Hawkins. You are joking. I can't believe that just happened. I cannot believe that Hawkins just missed that kick. I can't believe it. I just get dead set. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Nora, who do you go for? I'm a Titans fan, Nora, but obviously I stream every game, so. Brian Robinson, you're a dog, mate. Shush. But yeah, no, I'm a Titans fan, but obviously my team's in the prelim next week. As we went undefeated this year. Oh, that's a good mark there for the Lions. William Hose says, hope the Eels don't choke tonight. I kind of hope it's a close game, so I would like to see it happen. But in the same sense, like, I would also don't mind the Eels winning. I have no problem with the Eels winning here. Because I just think the Raiders are going to get knocked out either way next week. I think the Eels will have a very good game against the Cowboys, even though it's in North Queensland. Oh, good mark. Good mark. I think the Eels have a good chance of knocking off the Cowboys rather than the Raiders. Raiders, for me, can't do it next week. And I just don't even think the Raiders can do it this week, too, to be fair, but they're down 22-4, so there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. That's silly play. That's silly play. That's silly play. That's good play. Jay Robinson says, how's the flow of the game, BK? I know Parramatta play better with limited stops. I know they need momentum to be at the best. Well, they've got massive momentum. Raiders have tried to wrestle it back at times, but it just hasn't really worked out for them overall. Charles Kemps, I reckon it'll end up being 30-22. Ricky will hook them and Para won't hold their standard from the first half. There's a shout there too. Like I said, the Raiders could come back here. I don't think it happens, but the Raiders definitely could come back. If they get, some of those players like Xavier Savage again, it'd be amazing. Good mark. Be amazing, because it was a good try. It was a really nice try there from the Raiders from Xavier Savage. That's for sure. That's for sure. I can't believe Hawkeye missed that kick. That's unbelievable. Oh, come on. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Go! Take him down. Counter. Counter. Come on, Duncan. Close. Ah! Ah! Shoot! Kick! Kick and grind! In! Go, Hawkins! Come on! Come on, baby! Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. How about them cats? Charles said, that's right. No matter if it's missed, get around it. People are tuning in right now and saying, what on earth is this guy screaming at? It's half time right now. It's half time and this guy's screaming like a bloody wild monkey. Well, that's fair enough because I am a wild monkey, mate. That's for sure. That's for sure. Legion dances up the Mighty Cats. Mate, I'm watching it at half time right now. I'll watch the fourth quarter as well. But, man, that's a good one there. Brighton says, early days, boys, don't stress. Shut up, Brighton, you bloody Muppet Lions fan. Jay says, no need to say sorry to us as your new housemates I'm worried about. It is what it is. They can deal with it. Sebastian Gomez, I've already tuned in and I have no idea what's happening. Yeah, I'm watching. So my team is in the AFL preliminary final right now, the Geelong Cats. We're taking on the Brisbane Lions at the G. But the reason I'm not streaming that game is because obviously we're mainly an NRL channel here, so I thought I'd do this stream regardless of the Eels Raiders, and I'll get to watch the fourth quarter anyway. I'll go back and watch the full game after this stream finishes, and then, because it won't be ruined for me. Only the first three quarters I would have known the result first. All right, go Paddy. Go Paddy. Up it goes here. This might be another one. Oh, I'll be behind. Lucas Hamilton says, why do they say Titans first and on 50 points? Because that's how the cookie crumbles, Lucas. They're into the prelim final, mate. Get around it. I'm screaming at the halftime highlights. I am, yeah. It doesn't say the Titans, to be fair. It doesn't say that. You are wrong. It says the Titans, mate, not the Titans. Suns better than Lions, as mate says. Yeah, well, it'd be nice to see you actually make it finals, one time in your history. Ed Vogel says, Cats 46 Lions 19. I love how you say that, Ed. I'm currently watching it. I've literally been going crazy for Tomahawk's last goal and also Tomahawk's last miss. Well, it is half-time of a terrible game, so... But we can hope. Go Tui, Dangerfield. Let's go. Dangerfield's playing well here. Dangerfield's playing well here. Hawko! Oh, get out of here, you muppet. Dad's mate, son's not even relevant. Mate, settle down. Okay, looks like Panthers are bad. Panthers are bad, Lucas. It is what it is. You don't fight it. Just go with the flow. Appreciate the rhythm, baby. Logan Pilgrim says, because Big Al's a Titans fan, thinks they're on 50 points. I love how Lachlan, thinks he's good. No shit, Sherlock. Well done, moron. You see how he, went with the flow? You just look stupid now. But then again, you've already done that. And I think he's done that because he's upset that I called him out for obviously the fact that he's supporting the Raiders here. I don't have a support for either of these teams. Wank on. So, Cats here. Go, you good thing. Go, Geelong. Oh! Ah! Come on, Orko. Fair Gosh, says, big thanks, Jude. BK Sport, watching the full lot of adverts to help the stream revenue. Hope it helps a bit, mate. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you. Well, the Raiders close the score points. I don't know, Ed Vogel. I think the Eels win this game from here, but the Eels are also known for a bit of a choke, and Raiders can come back, but I just don't think it happens here, man. I think the Eels are too good. Sebastian says, does the Aussie rules game have a better attendance in the NRL semi? Yes, absolutely. It's the MCG. It'll have 100k there. It'll have 100k there. That's a hard kick there for Hawko, to be fair. Yeah, he will miss it. And it will go 4A behind. He could have marked that for not going for a behind. All right, gave us a free point. I'll take it. But AFL gets better. So basically, AFL's better to watch at the game, Sebastian. NRL is better to watch on TV because you can watch the whole field on TV on the NRL. But with the actual on-field here, you only get certain parts of it. So at the game, you can see everything. So I reckon it's probably about maybe 70k, 80k at this game. There'll be more next week if Collingwood make it for Geelong versus Collingwood. Or Hawko! Let's go. Dad's mate says Aussie rules is better to watch live. Exactly right, yeah. Come on, Hawko. Alright, how long until halftime finishes here? The Eels are running out here, guys. The Eels are running out. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. I'm just going to watch this Hawko. I'm just going to watch Hawko take this kick here. And then we'll get back to this Eels-Raiders game. Like I said, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. But we're about to get back to the Eels Raiders after Hawko takes this kick here. Make it 54. Tommy. Come on. Come on, Hawko. Oh, no. Shit, brother. All right, let's go back here. All right, so the Raiders will kick it off here to the Eels. And... Oh, Sean Lane will grab it, luckily enough. Wow, that was bad. The ball went straight into Eels' Sean Lane's ankles, their shins, and luckily he was able to grab that ball as it went 5 to 10 metres away. Raiders come back. Well, Jazz, mate, that gives you a good sense that maybe the Raiders might be able to get something going here. Like, so third tackle here for the Eels. Reed Marnie right inside. Who are you supporting in the NFL? Recognise you're going to stream the game. Yeah, over on BK Sport USA, Papa Lee! Oh. Can one of the moderators drop the link to BK Sport USA? Ed, we have another channel that does the USA streams. So, fifth tackle here. We did the Chiefs Chargers game today over there. Big swing, no ding, Hawko. Hey, Brighton, check the score, brother. So, Eels now right hand side. Moses kicks that ball into the corner. Oh, that might be a late hit there. Oh, tough call there. Here's a Browns fan, Ed. I'm definitely not a Browns fan, Ed. Imagine supporting a team that's named the Browns and having your main colour as brown or orange. Ugh. Oh, no. No, at least with like the Wolves in the Premier League, it's kind of okay. But like it's because they make it look good. With the Cleveland Browns, a bit like, Raiders here to Mocko, taking out the 40. So Sebastian Gummy just dropped the link to BK Sport USA, get around a big fella. So left hand side now. Close game, mate. Only 40 points in it, mate. You know, it's only a 40-pointer here or there. You know, if Lachlan Pilkington has his way, he'll say that Lions are easily going to come back from that. And Sivo now, he'll get this ball at the 10. He'll get the ball at the 10 there. But the Cats. Yeah, it's a good start with the Raiders in the second half. Maroon's a sensible colour. Brown can piss off. Yeah, well, Maroon's good. You know, Maroon's sensible, as he said. But then again, you're Romanian. Maroon is a very Romanian colour too. Don't you have maroon, yellow and blue as your flag? Isn't it maroon, yellow and blue? Or is it red, yellow and blue? No, I think it's more maroon, isn't it? 4 tackle now. The Eels get this ball to the 35. No, it's when the Angels against tomorrow. I'm definitely not doing that. Definitely not doing that. Sean Lane, take it down to the 35. 5th tackle here. 18 from 23 completions for the Eels, 13 from 17 for the Raiders. And Mitchell Moses will kick this one into the corner. Pretty okay kick with Xavier Savage right onto that one. Red, yellow, and blue. Okay. If Raiders score first, Lachlan will say he told you. Like I said, it's not impossible for the Raiders to come back. I just don't see it happening. One of the worst team colours in sports, brown and orange. Oh, man, it's poor. Yeah, it's the Cleveland Browns, brother. So 3rd tackle now at the 40. They roll this ball back, and it's going to be Tommy Starling! Oh! I thought he had gotten through there. Jack White and right-hand side now to the big number 17. They go again here. Raise again here. Oh, to Kotrich. Taking down the 15. 5th tackle. Ray's making some good meters here. Some good meterage. Fogarty there. Well done, Fogarty. You're a muppet. This guy really is a muppet. This guy really is the biggest muppet that ever muppeted. Go on, man. Score on him because of that idiot. What a stupid man. Give him a free 7-tackle set. Oh, yeah, Fogarty, you're going to do what Cleary did to Wonga Blake. Yeah, Fogarty, yeah. Good player, man. He's a great player. So knock on here on the Eels at the 30. My God, Fogarty. He's a good player. Jeez. This is a shocking kicking from Fogarty. Man, he's had an absolutely horrific kicking game. His game is bad. They're going to challenge this here, the Eels. And Papa Lee looks pretty confident. Mythic Class says Fogarty for Dalian. Mate, he's unbelievable. So they're going to check here for the loose carry. And he's got it there still. He's holding it still there. Oh, I don't think there is. I think that's a knock on. I think that's a loose carry. He's just falling backwards and the hand's going to take it out. Oh, wow. He's not going straight set, so he's probably going to get in the chub. Mate, the entirety of Parramatta right now is getting a chub. Yeah, there's no intent there, so it's a knock on there against Parramatta. Knock on there from Parramatta. So Raiders get the ball here at the 30. Half time, 49-19. Come on, the Cats. Come on, Cats. Brighton, how we feeling? Brighton, how we feeling? Come on, give me an update. Give me an update. 40 for Dally M. Yeah, Dally Muppet. Exactly right. While the Dally M's, the Dally M medals are over there, he's over at the Dally Muppet medals. Even the Immortals knock on, don't worry, Papa Lee. They never do. I've never seen an Immortal ever knock it on before. I've never seen it. So 36 minutes to go here of the game, and the Rays will get the ball here at the 30. Oh boy, can we please have a good game? Sangre says, you reckon Eels will break 34? I reckon they could probably hit 34. I don't know if they go past 34. Oh yeah, settle down, Brighton, mate. Settle down, mate. Rays now third tackle at the 48. Johnny Gagai at the Dally Muppets. Johnny Gagai is not at the Dally Muppets. He's at the Dally Machines. Right outside of the Raiders. Oh! Cottridge, back on the inside here. Reed Marnie following up. Oh, it's fine. That's allowed. It's allowed to knock on. It's allowed. He's touched the ball and he's knocked it on. As soon as he touches the ball there, he's allowed to tackle. It's not a try. As soon as he touches the ball there, he's allowed to tackle him. As soon as he's touched the ball there, you're allowed to tackle him. Jack White might be offside too. Jack White may be offside too. I don't get why there's so much... everyone's going crazy here. He's offside, apparently. But either way, he touches this with his hand. He's offside anyway. He's offside, lads. So I would love to see it through, though, because I'm pretty certain that he touches the ball, is trying to regather, and then the Raiders will knock it on from that because the tackle then gets made. So it'll be a penalty here to the Eels, but I want to see this play through here. Does he tackle him first? And no, he touches the ball. Shut up, commentary. You don't know what you're talking about. It's a clear just knock on. That's a really crazy call for an on-ground call of offside, but I just want to throw it out there. This commentary has been terrible tonight. As soon as you touch the ball with your hand, you're allowed to make the tackle there because he's trying to gather the ball in. That's not the defender's problem. What? So you're meant to wait for him to gather the ball in before you can tackle him? It's not how it works. It's just ridiculous. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. You're meant to be professional commentators. How do you not know this? Lucas, don't get me excited. Don't get me excited, Lucas. Come on. Carter Cats. So let's get the ball at 35. So Reed Marnie now right-hand side gives it off here to the big fella. Marata Neokore. It's Andrew Voss, of course the commentary is bad. Bro, like, he's just saying some really dumb shit tonight. Like, truly, close before past that. Eels here, left-hand side, Sean Lane. Gets the ball offload to Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown here. Can't get the ball offload though himself. Third tackle. Big Guy says, that's why we're here watching your commentary plays. Yeah, but I have to listen to these idiots. Like, usually they're not bad. Oh, that's a good offload to Moses. Oh, it's going to be a try. That's brilliant. That's a brilliant offload there. Oh, try time, Parramatta. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I only listen to former NRL players. Well, fair enough, mate. Well, enjoy Blocker Roach then, champion. That was a great offload there, and that was a very similar offload to Joe Tarpanay for the Raiders against the Storm last week. Sam Grish says, hey, surely they get 34 plus now. That's what I need. Yeah, probably now they do. Yeah, probably now. Moses screws into the corner. That's a great offload there from, was that Papali'i? That was nice there from Moses. Oh, good try. So good try. So good try there for the big fella, Mitchell Moses. Yeah, I reckon it's probably about 80,000 at the G, maybe. So that's 200 points here for Mitchell Moses now. Wale Walid, I've been watching the game too, mate. I'm aware of what the score is over there. I'm watching both games right now. Blaze played one game in the NRL. He couldn't play anyone because he was too good. You're exactly right. Yeah, that's why I'm at the stadium all the time. They're just waiting to use me if they really desperately need me. But obviously, I'm just too good normally, mate. I'm just too good. I don't think you guys realise this. I have the Geelong game in the corner. Like, I have it up there. It is what I am watching it as we speak. It's on half time. Tasman Girls, that's a phenomenal sequence, amazing pass and amazing try. 8 minute for license. Dan Giddane is a better commentator than Andrew Voss. I didn't actually mind his opinion of that Cowboys-Sharks game too. Like, a lot of people are going to disagree with him, but I didn't mind his opinion there. Yeah, still looking pretty good, the comeback. Eels cannot afford to be complacent. Like I said, the Raiders can score points. So what Lachlan's trying to do now, guys, he's trying to pretend to you guys that he wasn't being serious. He's going to try and now pretend like it was a joke. Moses, right down the middle, baby. Oh, baby! It's bingo! That's a conversion there for the Parramatta Squeals. 28-4, here we get to come. 28-4 with a kick to come. Look, it's not my first time on the rodeo, bro. Like, come on. Timmy Carr says, wait, how old is Moses? 28. He's old enough to party, that's for sure. That's for sure. He's old enough to have vodka cruises with Blake Ferguson, that's for sure. He's on everyone's bandwagon, mate. He's on the wagon. He's on the wagon. You guys are all the Titans wagon, so, you know. Hopefully we beat whoever we play out of tomorrow's game, the Rabbitohs and Sharks. Hopefully we get to take one of those two teams down there. But the Eels now get this ball out to the 25, maybe? 15, sorry. What do you expect from a Broncos fan? It's a very good question there, Alex. It's a very good question. Definitely says Raiders robbed. They've robbed me of 50 minutes of my life so far. So Eels here right inside. There's still 32 and a half minutes to go this game, guys. Papali'i, oh jeez, gets tackled at the 40. It was a nice tackle there by Whiten, but oh boy. Oh, that's got to be a 6 again. That's got to be a penalty. That's a penalty for sure. That's a penalty for sure. A 6 again. That should have been a penalty against the Raiders there. That was terrible from Whiten. Eels get this ball now to the 50. Shattered Girls says, I'm the Titans' biggest bandwagon. Love the club. Of course you do, because you're a bandwagoner. Alright, so left-hand side here for the Eels now. This is just going to be impossible for the Raiders to come back from here. Second tackle here at the 38. Ramos Adventures, I'm back again. It's back again, lads. Put your feet up. Get your seatbelt on. Third tackle now at the 32. Jason Deerham says, hi, hello, Jason. So Reed Marnie goes left-hand side. They score here, and we could be on for a fitted bomb. But it will be Fogarty actually doing something. Hey! Wow. 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 Fogarty actually did something. Wow. 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 Third tackle now for the Raiders. Besides giving the Eels 7 tackle sets and missing conversions, Fogarty actually did something. Wow. So fourth tackle of the Raiders. They're at the 40 now. Imagine not opening your mouth before a game as if you're Nathan Cleary. It'd be nice. So Jack White now gets taken down here at the 35. Jason getting around the Eels. Let's go Eels. Fair enough. And hey, Fogarty puts a bomb up. Hey! I thought he was meant to be kicking to Wonga Blake. We haven't seen a bomb go up Wonga Blake's night all night. We haven't seen Wonga Blake have to deal with a kick all night, Fogarty. I thought you were going to pepper him. That's weird. So Siva now will get this ball at 20. David Dew says, yeah, baby, Para's on fire. Come for you, Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys game's going to be an interesting one next week. Offloads it there to Gutho. And Gutho gets the ball to the 35. 4 tackle lead. Guys, 30 minutes to go here. Come on, let's get to 150 likes in the stream. It's the semi-final. We can do it. Let's get 150 likes and subscribe if you are new around here. And if you're an AFL fan, we've also got the Cats game up at the corner. Just at half time right now. Saying girls, that's a weak bomb, Floggedy. My blind grandma could catch that. Mate, that was her. I'm pretty certain that Gutho is your blind grandma. So Mitchell Moses puts that ball up, and that ball, that's not a great kick there from Moses, to be honest with you. It's not a great kick. Well, what was that? Floggedy's a liar. I don't like liars. Alex doesn't like liars. This is messing my brain up. Sometimes tonight I keep thinking fourth tackle is the last play because of NFL. Try being me, right? So on Saturdays, back in 2020... No, sorry. On Saturdays, normally, I do 3 rugby league games and then straight into 3 Premier League games. No, sorry. So what did I used to do? Back in 2020 when I started out doing streaming for the first time, I did an AFL game, and then an NRL game, and then another AFL game, and then the Premier League, and then the Premier League, and then the NFL. That was fun. Or you do an AFL game, NRL game, rugby union game, Premier League game, Premier League game, NFL game. Try that. And try commentating it. Not easy. Not easy, brother. So Ray is now third tackle. Left-hand side. Yeah, you did Union. Union to league streams are hard. Really hard. Because you got to change the rules in your brain. So fourth tackle over the Rays. Then again, the referees changed the rules in rugby union. Even up until the 80th minute last night. Fourth tackle now right-hand side. Kotrich. Kotrich. No, wrong play, bro. No, bro. No, Kotrich. No. No, Kotrich. Stop, man. Can you see how long people have been subbed to you, Blaze? I can see when you, a lot of the time, if you've got public subscriptions on, yes. But it has to be on a comment, not on these ones. On a comment on one of the videos. So I know I know Sally Gearing's been around, but I know she's been around for like 5 years. I think Sally Gearing subscribed in 2017. Patrick Nan is another one who's been around for a very long time. He was there 2016, 17 maybe. So I can see some of you, but you have to have subscriptions on public. Dazmate was subscribed yesterday. So there's a penalty maybe coming up for the Eels here. Mitchell Moses is trying to get something. Saying the Rays like this is honestly quite sad. Moses might... Oh! Yeah, there's going to be a penalty here against White. He's getting a bit dirty. Yeah, he's getting a bit dirty there. He's trying to put his shoulder... Wow, they didn't even call anything. Wow. If Daz wasn't born, he would be longer, though. Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that he was... he's a young little kid, then obviously he would be subscribed for longer. Fourth tackle now, gets to the 30. Fourth tackle here. If the Eels score here, they could be on for a nice little something. A nice little something. Oh, Mitchell Moses has to come off for a HIA. I was born yesterday. We know that. HIA for Moses here, I reckon, a bit of a head slam. Yeah, well then, okay, so if it's a HIA, then why is there no penalty? It happened multiple times with the Titans. Our Titans one were worse than that, though. Like, we saw players literally hit the nose of Philip Sammy and whatnot. Jacob Arthur comes on. Jacob Arthur comes on. Oh, the commentary's saying that Parramatta don't need this at this time of the game. Oh, knock on Raiders. But, like, what do you mean, commentary? What do you mean this is not something that the Eels have at this time of the game? There's only 27 minutes to go. They're leading by 24 points. And you're saying Jacob Arthur's going to concede 24 of those points effectively by saying, oh, this is not what they need right now. Like, what are you talking about? Jake Arthur coming on, Ray's easy win. Blaze is pretty much your father does. Pretty much at this point. So 26 and a half minutes left. Ray's come back now. Good luck. Best of luck, champion. Ray's come back and went from here. Then Brighton Robinson will go for the Lions next week. Got him! So first tackle now for the Eels. They're 5 minutes out from the line. Reed Marnie. Oh, this is a humongous set apparently, Vossi says. As if they're not up by 24 points as it is. So second tackle now for the Eels. They're 4 minutes out from the line. Life lesson from Blaze. A life lesson from Blaze, mate. So third tackle here. Gets the offload away to Marnie. Marnie offloads it again into Dylan Brown, and Brown will keep on running, keep on circling, keep on going, taking under 10. Here comes the memes. Memes are incoming. I would love Jacob Arthur to score. Dylan Brown, what's with this attack from the Eels? They're really stuttering. Oh my god, so slow. Arthur on, here come the Raiders. Hey, Sunday, that would have been funny if it wasn't the 70th time we've heard it. So, Eels here, 5 minutes out. I've just absolutely slaughtered Sunday for no reason. Papa Lee to Gutho. Gutho offloads it. And we're back at the 15 now. Ah! Raiders have kicked it through. You muppet! You muppet, Rapana! What are you doing, Rapana? Bro! Are you stupid, Rapana? What are you doing? Why would you kick that and give a 6 again to the Eels? You muppet. You silly little man. You silly little man. You've just given a fresh set of 6 to the Eels. You moron. I hope the Eels score here just so I can laugh at that. If they score here, oh my God, they're lucky the Eels. It nearly got turned over. Forward tackle here. Forward tackle, 13 metres out. They deserve to score here, the Eels. They deserve to score based on that stupid play by Jordan Rapana. Regan Campbell-Gillard gets the ball to the 8. Fit tackle now. Reed Marnie, right hand side, gets it off to Jacob Arthur for the assist. For the assist! Ah! Knock on, surely. Surely knock on. No. Even not Reed Desmond's coming out. But that will be a Raiders start at the 10. Give me 1 second, guys. Now that's a knock on. So Canberra survive. They survive. Jason Jim says, no, it happened, mate. It happened. Kate Parsons' great kick. It was a great kick without the great part, but it was definitely a kick, that's for sure. That's for sure. It was definitely a kick. Raiders are really trying to force feed this right-hand side. It just hasn't worked. Oh, what? No. Well, no, that shouldn't be allowed, but Raiders get this ball now to the... Oh, he gets off the way again. 45 minutes out. Give that highlighter a good sniff, mate. The sniff is coming for the highlighter, that's for sure. Oh, it's a knock on, Raiders. Well done. This... Oh, Fogarty! Hey! Hey! Na, 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 you muppet. Na, 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 na. Stop talking shit. Jamal is an absolute goose. I don't care that all the Titans boys are mates with him, because if you're a fan, you know that what he says is just bullshit. He's a knob. He's a good bloke in regards to his championship. He's a knob with all this shit talk towards the Titans. I'm going to enjoy this little muppet having a shocking game here. Luba Lubba, it is my birthday. Happy birthday, Luba Lubba. Come on, Raiders, we want Rampage donate $500. Yeah, that's definitely happening, mate. That's definitely happening. I'm going to enjoy every single second. I don't even want the Raiders to get knocked out. I just want Jamal to get knocked out. Yeah, happy 4th birthday, Luba Lubba. Happy 4th birthday. Mitchell Mose. No, that's Tommy Opacek who's injured right now. He's got ice on his leg. So Eels here, right inside. Dylan Brown, crunch. Jack Whiten's getting dirty, bro. You can see Jack Whiten's trying to get dirty here. So 3rd tackle now at the 35. Good on you, Jamal, Nathan Cleary, Fogarty. Oh, charge down. It's allowed. And that's going to be Raiders' ball. He's allowed to charge it down, guys. He's allowed to grab that ball. Like, I don't know why people are booing that. Bigger ego than the guffer. So the weird thing with Jamal is that he's not normally a wanker, but it's just like he decided to shit publicly on the club ever since leaving the Titans. So it's like, okay, bro, well, I've got a social media. I'm allowed to shit on you too, because I know how you left the club. So, like, it's just this what it is. You choose to shit on the club, and then I'm going to shit on you, brother. Like, just mind your own business and go and play with your Raiders and shut up. So, 4th tackle here at the 25. Sebastian says, Raiders flogged the Tigers, Tigers flogged Para, Para flogged the Raiders, flogged Triangle. You're absolutely onto something there. So, 5th tackle here. And let that serve as a warning to any little muppet who wants to leave the Titans and talk shit about the club. If you leave, I respect you. Don't talk shit. Because if you do, then I'll get on my social media and I'm going to tell people what it's like. And Mike Acevo with a great grab. So 20 minutes to go with the game, guys. 20 minutes to go with the game. Let's get to 150 likes. Come on. Let's get to 150 likes and subscribe if you are new around here. Ooh, second half of the Cats game's about to start too. Look at that grab from Mike Acevo. That grab from the Acevo, Mike. So Sean Lane with a good offload here to Oregon Kafusi. Acevo. They've got a drum. And that's surely not the Raiders drummer starting a chant for Sivo. So Eels now get this ball to the 33. Reed Marnie goes left inside to Regan Campbell-Gillard. Oh, they've got numbers here. They got wrong pass from Gutho, but they've still got numbers here. And they'll still get taken out to 45 though. I got them in the end. Shut up, Joe Dano. So right hand side here, and Dylan Brown put that ball up in the air. JS says, back in my day, we didn't have social media, and we all had a soapbox to stand on and rant. Mate, back in your day, you all sat around a rock and laughed with the fellow cavemen. So the Raiders now will get this ball to the 22. Second tackle here. Raiders drummer is shit. Oh, Danaher's missed that all. Oh, no, he got one, but that was a terrible kick from Joe Danaher. So Raiders, he get the ball at 30. Less than 19 minutes left of their season here, unless the commentary wants to tell you this is a huge step for them to come back. You know, obviously, we were still waiting for the comeback since Lachlan Pilkington says that it's basically guaranteed. Eels are starting to get very complacent here, up 28-4. So, high tackle here for the Raiders. No, high tackle against the... Oh, come on. Come on. How do you call that as a high tackle? He's slipping over. We yelled at Clouds. Mate, you're up in the clouds. You're up in the clouds. Whack it in, 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 whack it in! Oh, yes! Come on! Sorry, guys. Up the Catters. 55-19. Let's go, baby. So first tackle over the Raiders here at the 45. Let's go, Catters. I can't hear it, but I can see it. Second tackle now at the 35. Right-hand side. Gives it up to Babali'i. And Babali'i gets the ball at the 25. At least that's exciting. So at least you can see an exciting reaction to that game. Raiders left-hand side to Fogarty. Fogarty, he gets it off to White. White, they're going over the side. Ah! Jordan Rapana, you've got to be something, lads. You've got to be something, lads. You've got to be something. You've got to be something there, lads. Dave Major said, get around BCast Sport USA. Yeah, we've got an American channel there, guys. If you haven't subscribed to BCast Sport USA, go and click on that link and subscribe right damn well now. Sebastian Gomez says, this game is so underwhelming after the Roosters Rabbitohs belter. Yeah, and Sharks Cowboys and Storm Raiders. But yeah, this is a very underwhelming game, mate. There's no way... Oh... There's no way you can say that that's a deliberate knock-on from, or touch from Arthur. So it's going to be challenging and successful there. Arthur played it with his face, so he didn't, but that was quite funny. That was the Falcon. Yeah, the Raiders scored a try for Falcon last week, and this time it's going to be Eels ball. Oh man, we are killing the Lions, man. Bryton Robinson, champion. Oh, champion. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Parramatta vs North Queensland. Who wins that one? I'm not going to give you my tip. That will come out next week with my tipping stream. I'll do a tipping stream as well, so we can talk to you guys. Left-hand side now for the Eels. They'll get this ball to the 35. Third tackle now. Third tackle. You should be sorry. The only person who's sorry right now is Bryton Robinson. That's the only person who should be sorry right now. Unless, who said they're sorry? Someone said they're sorry? I don't know who said they're sorry, but you should be sorry. So that's going to be a knock-on there from the Eels. Another Falcon there. We've got a Falcon there. We've had two. Oh, another knock-on, but it's going to be Ray's ball here. This game is just shit house for a semi-final. It is shit house. But then again, I call it this shit house. This was always gonna happen. Da 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 da. Timmy Carter says, even after Paul Gallen fight last night, NFL this morning, this is just poor. Well, NFL this morning was actually... the first half was dead, but the second half got a little bit better. Gallen fight last night was exciting, bro. What are you talking about? The Gallen fights last night were exciting. Hannah gave it a good go, and so did Justin Hodger. I'm going to stream Triple G versus Canelo on Sunday, by the way, guys. Did Jericho retire? I don't think so. I think he's still playing New South Wales Cup. So second tackle over the Raiders. Here comes the comeback. At the 38. Here comes the comeback. Here we go. Whiten. Comeback. Rapana. Second tackle, Rapana. You better hope they score. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. You idiot. What are you? It's second tackle, Rapana. It is secondo tackle, Rapana. Why would you kick the ball? Why would you kick the ball on secondo tackle? Muppet Man. Muppet Man. Rapana is a Muppet Man. Third tackle now for the Eels at the 30. See if it teams. Is it half time? Yeah, it's half time. Just add on about 25 minutes. It's half time. Just add on another 25 minutes, mate. So the Eels get the ball to the 43. 4 tackle now. Jason Durham says semi-finals are the highest Eels have been since 2017. Yep. It's actually the furthest they've been since 2011. Last time they were in the prelim was 2011. No, sorry, 2009. Enjoy Mad Monday, Rapana. Yeah, Muppet. I don't know about the Rapana Muppet. I enjoy Fogarty having his Mad Monday. Charlie Cameron. He's gone missing tonight. Please go missing right now too. And he's got that one because he's a Muppet. Shut up, Charlie Cameron. So, second tackle over the Raiders. Rapana's had an absolute shocker tonight. Yeah, Rapana's not been great at all. Rapana isn't the smartest bloke, Carl says. Mate, he's, you know what? Good on him, right? Good on him. Best of luck in your future, Jordan. Jordan's not playing with the Kiwis, is he? Oh, good offload there from Papali'i to Starling. Starling here. Starling. You know what would be the sexiest? Oh, Sebastian Chris away! Oh my God, pass the ball, Chris, you my big man. Fourth tackle, right hand side, now for the Raiders is Fogarty. Fogarty will kick it on 4th tackle. He is so shy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Why are you kicking it on 4th tackle? Why are you kicking it on 4th tackle? Jamal, you are a Muppet Man. Muppet Man. He's a Muppet Man. Oh, Jamal is something else, isn't he? Jamal is just something else. So 3rd tackle here to Parramatta. Jamal Fogarty, he is, he's something. He's something, that bloke. Unbelievable. So 5th tackle now for the Parramatta Seals. 35, Reed Marnie will go right hand side to Arthur. And Arthur will kick that one to the 15. Callum, this is Fogarty, bro. He's something else, isn't he, Callum? He just is something else, mate. Spaden says Raiders should attempt a field goal. It may do a Greg Inglis, that's for sure. Sebastian Chris will have to come for the HIA here. The flog's ready for Barley. Come back, players. Come on, man. I can't do it. I can't watch Fogarty anymore. I can't do it, man. People think that this man is the reason why we didn't make the 8 this year. People think that Fogarty is the reason that the Titans didn't make the 8 this year. I cannot watch him anymore. I can't do it. This is your top 8 halfback. This is your top 8 halfback, Jamal Fogarty. Tony Murphy says Moses come back on. He is. Tasman says just do what Jay said. Call Gagai a captain of Vanilla Coke. Probably not, eh? Alright, so first tackle now. Oh, Tommy Hawkins. Go for goal, son. Jacob Arthur comes off here. Sebastian Grease comes off too. Come on, Tommy Hawkins. Now I'm happy the Eels are facing Raiders. I don't know why you wouldn't have been happy. It was the 4th place team taking on the 8th place team. Come on, Tommy. So 13 minutes to go here. Raiders the ball at the 40. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Tommy Hawkins! Yes! Yes! Come on. On you, Tommy. 62-25. So 4th tackle over the Raiders at the 40. I don't know why we'd not have been happy. Right inside now, Jamal Fogarty gets the ball to the 30. He's had a dreadful game, man. Banter aside and sledging aside, he's had a woeful game, Fogarty. And Wonga Blake, hey, guess what? He caught the ball. Oh, strip. I reckon that's going to be a strip there, lads. Loose carry. Ooh. There's no challenge left in Parramatta, but... Oh, look, Ray's getting a little bit upset. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, and now they're going to penalise the Raiders. Well done. Well done, Muppets. You've just penalised yourselves. You just penalised yourselves. What an idiot. Hudson Young just gave a penalty for literally no reason. Loosey-goosey, baby. Loosey-goosey. I definitely think that was a strip, by the way. It's clearly a strip. It should have been a penalty in the first place. So, Eels here at 35. Papali'i. Oh, go. Oh! Oh, damn it. So, about time you fire up, Raiders. Fire up, you cats! Fire up! So, second tackle now The Eels have teased the Thrifty 30 for a long time. Can they still hit the friggin' 40? Right hand side here, Moses. Oh, that's a good play. That was a good step, though, still. Even though it got taken down, it's a good step. Third tackle here at the 30. Reed Marnie, left hand side. Gives up to Gutho, and Gutho to Paulo now. And Paulo, he's going to get this ball to the 15 or so. Fourth tackle. Canberra just haven't found their groove tonight. Parramatta looking good. Parramatta have just looked good the entire time. Not a great deal of teams could have beaten them tonight. So 5 metres out of the line. Fifth tackle now. Rolls it back. Left hand side. Mitchy Moses kicks it through. Played out there, but it's going to be fine. And no, it's not a knock on. It's just play. It's just he trapped it with his feet there. He trapped it with his feet there, ladies and gentlemen. So Raiders out the 15, second tackle. We will be seeing the Eels take on the Cowboys next week, guys, in North Queensland. Do not forget, tomorrow night I will be streaming the Sharks versus the Rabbitohs game, and also Collingwood versus Swans, and then 3 Premier League games as well. Rapana, he will offload it to nobody. But Canberra, you know, they were lucky to get into the 8. They got there. Congratulations to them. Winners make their own luck, but unfortunately this will be the end of the road for the big fellas. Yeah, exactly right, Jay Hayes. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. We've got 10 minutes to go right now, and let's hit that thumbs up button. How many likes are we on, actually? Let's go check. Let's go check. That's more exciting than the game right now. That's more exciting than the game. Raiders here, right inside. Taken down to the 25. Oh, that's a penalty. No, cool. It was clearly passed off the ground there, though. So, Papali'i off to... Oh, no. Nearly gave away an intercept. Whiten gives it off to Hudson Young. Hudson Young kicks it across there, and that was atrocious. That was just simply... That was just atrocious, that. That was just atrocious, that. And we're still 40 likes away, so we might not get to 150, but we're done well. We're done well here. We're done well. It's been a shit game. If it was a good game, we would have easily hit 150. I reckon if this is a good game, we would have hit 200. Football plus Rugby League plus Aussie Rules is on fire, is Mr. Stream. He's on fire. Plus also the NFL today. Don't you worry. We did the NFL today between the Chiefs and the Chargers. Got the NFL on Monday. I will not be sleeping this time, Sebastian. I will not be sleeping. You guys just thought I was sleeping. I was actually partying with Jessica Alba. Oh, Eels going to score here. Oh. That's a filthy try, that. That's a filthy try, that. That was a really good try. That was a filthy try, that. Well, guys, guess what? Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, boy. Nah. I'm not going to sing the song you thought I was going to sing. But it's hard when you don't have the mouse right now. And there we go. Like, I still don't see them being Penrith, but, like, they're the only team that could beat Penrith, and I've been saying that for a while now. See, I can't believe so many people thought that the Rays were going to win this. Like, it was crazy. It really was crazy to me. I don't think anyone thought they were going to win. I think they wanted them to win. Because the Eels. And go on. Sebastian. Sebastian's just crunched him. Sebastian's just absolutely crunched him. That's all people say. Rays grand final. It was never happening. Rays couldn't even score with Jaggy on. White has been dog shit this game. Bro, so many Rays have been bad this game. I just love Jamal Fogarty coming out and talking smack about how, you know, he's a big reason for the... Oh, one go, Cats! Go, Rowan! No, so close. Oh, did you get it? Yes! Come on, Gaza! We're going to the granny. The Cats are in the granny. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, there it is. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, there it is. Get around the Catters, baby. How we feeling, Brighton Robinson? No more talking smack from you, champion. I beat you again, Brisbane. I beat you again. Both my teams finish off the season better than yours did. Got him. He's only gone and got him. Mohammed says, this game took a lot of brain cells out of me. Mate, I think that's bullshit. You didn't have brain cells to begin with. Watch the Eels win next week. I don't know why you would be surprised. Scott Wilson's Razor a joke routine. Well, that's going to be the Raiders giving away a penalty at the halfway point. Rapana's been good today, lads. Rapana's been very good. Don't worry, we can all sing We Are Geelong in a few moments here. Oh, the Eels fans are clapping them. Oh, no. Oh, I look forward to the day that I can rub it into the Raiders fans like that. Jeez, Western Sydney fans really love to take the piss out of Canberra, don't they? Penrith and Parramatta love it, Great to see the scoreline that the Dogs pumped Para with. Mythic Lads of the disrespect. Well, they're taking it off the Panthers. The Panthers did that. Panthers took it off Mick Ennis, and then obviously the Eels have done it now too. What kind of Muppets would do that? You, Blake Harler. Whiten's been so dog shit, bro. Whiten's just been a dickhead. Like, Whiten's been coming this way. He's a biffo. Like, Whiten's been trying to have a bit of a punch on for a while now. Whiten's just been grubby for the entire second half, really. You can see it was coming. You can sense it was coming. You knew it was coming. Para just want to be us. So, the biffo right now. Paddy Dangerfield going for a crack. Come on. It's a bit of a brewer. Oh, Paddy's missed it, damn it. Amen for life. Thank the God the Cats are winning. I hate Brisbane Lions, so they knocked out Richmond out of the finals. I love that Richmond's out of the finals. I love it. Get it into my veins. Oh, jeez. Whiten's just a dog, bro. Why would you do that? I love how you're laughing, Whiten. Whiten's having a laugh, isn't he? Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, Whiten? You're about to lose 34-4 in the semi-finals. It's real funny. It's real funny, brother. It's real funny here, Whiten. You having a good time, bro? You having a good time, Whiten? It's going to be a sin bin here. It's going to be a sin bin. It's going to be a sin bin here. No, he's just going to give it on report. So because just a dog out, he's just trying to get on. He's just trying to get into a fight, bro. He really is. And it's like, I love it, but in the same sense, I think we are also a bit over the sin bins after last week because we had so many in that Rabbitohs Roosters game. Nothing wrong with that. What do you mean nothing wrong with that, Jared Troy? He's coming there deliberately to antagonise there. What's you talking about? What are you talking about? He's come in with the shoulder to go in at the head. What are you talking about? Ricky going to call White and a weak gunner dog. Oh no, the Lions are going to score. Oh no! That's a behind. All good. We're only winning by 45 points, but... Brighton Robinson! How are we doing on this fine evening? It's a very good evening. I like it. Good to see the Eels fans getting around it over there. But I would prefer the Eels to win over the Panthers. I really would. I really would love to see the Eels win over the Panthers. Just because it's someone fresh. So Mitchell Moses is going to go over the 2 here. Hey, this will help out whoever Stephanie says bye-bye White. Yeah, he's a bit of a grub right now, man. But whoever was the one who needed over 34.5 points at the Eels, well, guess what? You're now going to go and donate, aren't you? Because you just want to bet. You see that pinned comment in the chat? You want to support the content? Well, you just want to bet. So you can go right there and say thank you. Pants to the clap better. You definitely have the clap in Penrith, that's for sure. So 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go here. Here come the Catters again, baby. So Parramatta make it 36-4. And boom, 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 Parramatta into the preliminary final. Come on, Myers. Come on, Myers. Come on, Grind, Myers. Come on, Grind. Come on, Grind. Yes! Woo! Woo! Let's go, Cats. Let's go, Cats. Come on, baby. We're going to the prelim, baby. We're going to the prelim. No, we're going to the grand final, baby. Sorry, and in this game, we're going to the prelim in this one, but the Eels are going to the prelim here. But the Cats are going to the granny, baby. All right, so the Eels will get the ball at the 10. Oh, no, Raiders will get the ball. No, Eels get the ball at the 12. Come on, baby. Timmy Carl, we're doing the Swans versus Collingwood tomorrow, but I'll be doing the AFL Grand Final next week with my Catters. That's going to be an emotional stream, though, lads. I tell you. So, 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go to the game, but we're winning 76-26 right now. There's still a long way to go. We're not losing from there. Alrighty. We'll do a full replay. Watch along of the Cats Lions. We'll do that. So, Ray's taking down here at the 3. Hold on. Let me just do something here. Hold on. I need to do something here. Handshake. Hey, baby. Alright, Rasheed's written. Thank you very much for the $2 donation. I'm so happy the Cats are going to be in, bro. Oh, go on, Sally. Go on, Sally. Give him a go. Let me update that in a second. Can't Sally. Can't Sally. Can't Sally. Can't Sally. Can't Sally. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We're going to win the granny, baby. Come on. We're going to win the granny, baby. Come on. Was the last AFL Stream 2020 Grand Final? No, we would have done something last year. Alright, thank you very much to Albury Rashid for the $2 donation, though. Oh man, I feel like Parramatta fans right now, but one better. Because we're still going to play the Cowboys to make the grand final, the old Parramatta Squeals. But the Cats, we're into the granny, baby. Oh, dude, who do I want to win tomorrow? Swans or Collingwood? I don't know. I really don't know. Saints, do you go for the Eels? No, mate. No, I'm supporting my Cats right now. Let's go. So 2 minutes to go here, this game here, guys. And the Eels, left-hand side. Could they hit the friggin' 40? Yeah, still going near Cora. Gets the ball to the 45. Flakes on the Cowboys home game going to be hard to win. It's going to be a great game, hopefully, but I could see the Eels winning. And they get this ball to the halfway point. Third tackle now. I can't believe someone thought I was an Eels fan. Right, my whole channel is based on me being my whole channel is based on me being a Titans fan. So fourth tackle now. At the 30, forward tackle, Reid Marnie, right hand side, gives up to Dylan Brown. Brown to Reid and Campbell Gillard, and he'll get crunched down at the 28. Oh man, I'm barely even watching this now. Moses kicks it. Oh, that's unbelievable. Oh, he throws it back here, and it'll be Wonga Blake who grabs it. It's still on here for the Eels. It's still fit tackle, but it's still on. Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown passes out to Sivo. Sivo. It's still fit tackle. Oh, bro. Oh. Marata Niakora's got a try on the wing here. It's going to be 4-4 here too, Parramatta. The friggin' 40 has been hit, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here, but the friggin' 40 has been hit. That is unbelievable. And Tommy Organ's about to kick another goal as well. So 34 seconds to go here. Raiders will be gone. They are out. Come on, Tommy. Brilliant try. It was a nice try there. Come on, Tommy. Yeah, no, it was well done there by the Eels. Come on, Tommy. Come on! Come on! Come on, baby. Party time, boys. Party time, boys. That feeling of being in the grand final is just incredible, man. People who are coming to the stream now are so confused. They're like, what's he talking about? There's still a prelim to come. I'm talking about my Cats. Gamble says, I wish the Raiders didn't score at all. Much better than 4 points on the board. Timmy Carr says, Raiders didn't even leave the dressing room with this performance. Mate, they got slammed. They got slammed, bro. Fogarty's contribution. Yeah, Callum, Fogarty's been real good tonight, bro. Fogarty's been real good tonight. Man. Alright, 27 seconds to go here. Someone just asked me, what do I rate Pirates of the Caribbean? Someone just asked me what my thoughts are on Pirates of the Caribbean. That'll do me, lads. That'll do me. So Mitchell Moses here from the left. Now, I've heard some questions on my time here. So Mitchell Moses here from the wing. And he's missed it just off the post. So there we go, guys. That'll be the end of the game. It's a great result there for the Eels. Obviously, a long way to go still. They're going to take on the Cowboys next week in the prelim up there in North Queensland. And then they obviously have to take on the winner of either the Panthers, Sharks, or Rabbitohs. I told you guys I could see a Panthers-Eels grand final last week, and it's a good shout. It's going to be a tough one against the Cows, but the Eels, they look good tonight. They did. They look good tonight. So, 40-4. Unfortunately, the Raiders do get pumped pretty hard there. It was a pretty poor loss there. There's not really too many positives that you can actually say about that one, to be completely honest with you. But overall, it was they got far considering where they were at the beginning part of the season. It was a disappointing year for the most part, but they just really powered home and relied on the Broncos choking up and ultimately got the win in the end and gotten into the 8. But unfortunately for them, they're going to get knocked out here tonight. So tomorrow, guys, don't forget, we'll be streaming the Sharkies versus Rabbitohs game, which should be a belter of a game. And obviously, we'll do the Swans-Collingwood game in the AFL as well, because that's a little bit earlier on. But I appreciate you guys, as per usual. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And let's go Catters, baby. Let's go Catters, baby. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.